And welcome to our 20th and final year of our Draft to Glory series on Hockey Legacy Manager 26. FINO alla fine, until the end. Year number 20 starts now for episode number 22. Always love episode number 22, no matter what series we do. We know the 2-2s never lose. And in today's episode, we are going to be trying to go to back-to-back Stanley Cup championships here in Palermo. In the 20 years we've had so far, the first 10 years not making the playoffs in our Draft to Glory series. And then the last 9 years, second round, conference final, first round, cup final, cup champs, second round, cup champs, conference final, cup champs. So we have won 3 of the last 5 Stanley Cups. We have made 4 of the last 6 Stanley Cup finals. And now we're trying to end off our series by doing what we've never done, which would be to become back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. So thank you for joining. I know that it's a holiday in some parts of the world, especially Quebec where I am. I know it's a weeknight. I know there's World Cup soccer. I know there's trades happening in the real world of hockey. So whether or not you're able to be watching live or just watching after the fact, I thank you for being able to make some time. And I would assume if you've watched this far, you've been a part of this series. And I thank you, whether you're commenting in the live streams or just viewing it on your own. I thank you. So now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're just going to be diving straight into the season with 92 offense, 90 defense, 88 goaltending. And by the season, I mean also starting with the off season. Welcome, Real Deal Prime, Mighty Joe. I never got the phone notification that I find myself here on time. Fate, look at that. I love it. Can't believe this is the end. I know. It's really crazy to think. And we will do a wrap up probably in the disc. I don't know. Either it's going to be, I don't know if it'll be a live stream. In some way, you're going to get a wrap up, whether it be in the Discord server or a live stream or a video. We'll do the next 10 years, just simming through it quickly to see how do these players grow and whatnot. But yeah, crazy to think that that's 22 episodes, 22 different weeks, fino alla fine, until the end. So I didn't really look at the staff. I know I said I would resign the staff and all that. I guess we could resign. I don't know. Does it really matter to get the scouts and all that? I don't know. Our head of player development, did he retire? Is that what happened? So I didn't take care of this at the end of the last episode as I should have. But I guess we'll just do it very quickly. So Sean Thornton, we'll extend him as the assistant coach. We're going to get right into business here. We're going to get straight to it. Let me guess. He wants $68 million. There you go. Offer accepted. Is it possible in the future at some point to see the Palermo Portobellos in NHL 26 creation mode to see the jerseys? Absolutely possible. Maybe you could buy one for yourself. Maybe to wrap up this series, we'll talk about merch possibilities into the summer months. I don't know. Say we don't have a head physio. Did he retire or what? Who was the head physio? I don't think it was any of these guys. Must have retired, I guess, because usually we at least see them here. So our physios right now, they are good at, I don't know, just the best overall, I guess I would take. Best overall, so 17, 16, 18, 19, 13, 13, 19. I don't know. I guess we're taking the Chuskin. We need someone who has those attributes. Yeah, recovery and recovery 1. That's all we really need, I guess. All right, why not? Head physio, welcome aboard. Merch signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. So maybe we make Dion Phaneuf our head physio. You know? Hold on. Fire Nichushkin for a second. Dion Phaneuf, do you have any thingamabobs? If we make no unlock specialties. If we make you the head physio, can we figure out some specialties for you? Yeah, we have 16,000 XP, so let's buy some stuff for you, I guess. So Dion Phaneuf becomes head physio. We're going to reduce the probability of injury and then get up to the next level as well. Because can he only have 1 active at a time? No, he can have 2 active. Oh, wonderful. Dion Fagoof. Channel merch is going to be coming, I'm hoping, at 10,000 subscribers. I'm saying Palermo merch, but definitely Data 782 merch one of these days. Accelerates the healing time as well. May as well get to level 2 on both of those as well. All right. So silver on both those traits for Dion Phaneuf. And we'll also go and get a physio But it can't be a head physio because we already have that. 15-11, no. I guess they all want to be head physios. There's not enough head physio spots in the NHL. Doesn't make sense. So Nichushkin just signed. I guess I'm going to keep you, Nichushkin. It's going to have to be for a little bit cheaper. Accept it. All right, great. So there's the staff. Prevention is probably a bit more important. Okay. And then head of player development. So we lost our head of player development, I guess, through retirement, I would assume. So contender. You have to be scouting? Is that what it's under coaching or scouting? I'm not sure. Or you can just make them your head of player. I think that's what it is. You just make them anyways. Because all of them are no, like head coach, HC. All of them are head coach. I don't think any of them are head of player development. So does any of them already have stuff unlocked? Like Fedotenko, does he have any specialties? No, like they don't really have any of those. Could we promote someone? Benson signed 7 years at 7.5. That's it. Wow, what a steal for the Sabres. Is that official here? Let me see. Yes, 7 years at 7.5. I just saw you put it in the Discord server. Wow, that is a steal of a contract. The Data and Palermo hats are gonna go nuts. I can't wait for that day. Could we promote someone? Like Tourigny has been such a good coach. I wouldn't want to lose him. I want to keep him as coach. He is so good. We can get Clutch maybe updated during the playoffs. We need that for this season maybe. But can we promote like Sean Thornton, who's now 18 in his overall? How would he do if we put him into the head of player development role? We have to get some attributes for him, it looks like. I mean, he's been a coach for so long. It makes sense that we promote him, or he would want to be going somewhere else probably. Tough question here. So then if we need to unlock stuff for him, because no one else had specialties already, right? Yeah. So I have to spend XP then. So Sean Thornton, as head of player development, he can only have one active specialty. Accelerates player development by 10%. The effective attributes. So development or attributes? The effective attributes. Communicate. We already have Tourigny who has communicator, right? Let me see here. Tourigny is already the communicator. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do Sean Thornton with the prime, unlock, and then boost. There we go. And aside from that, we still need a new another member of the NHL coaching staff. We could probably, yeah, let's promote what's his name here? Dennis Williams. Let's promote him. With his rating, he'd want to be promoted by this point in his career. And then in the AHL, DeMello can be promoted to AHL head coach. And we're just bumping everybody else here. Roman Polak gets bumped up to AHL coach. Congratulations. And now we just need an ECHL coach. Do we have anyone around like maybe 13? I remember this was tough for us to do last year. So coach, probably someone in the 13 or less range who has good development. 15, good defense. Meyer. All right. Freddie Meyer, who's been with the Iowa Wild for so long. Do you want to be the ECHL head coach? What do you say? Accepted. Lovely. So, yeah, the penalty kill isn't great in Rome, but they'll survive. All right. Staff is taken care of. Just got to give the AGM an extension. And we could also look at using some more specialty points. Specialty tree. Sorry, not. Oh, yeah, no, here. So, Sean Thorne, you still have a ton of. Okay, we have so much XP. 6,000 for Gotch. So, what is active for Gotch? We have clutch, experience, and dealer. Can we update clutch to the highest level? How much would that cost? Clutch. 5,000 XP. Yes, we can. All right. 5,000 XP. We have the next level of clutch. For year number 20, we should have some good attributes on this team. Very good. Tourigny, can we do communicator? Can we bump communicator? 5,000 XP. Yes, we can. 5,000 XP. Bang. Increase the effective attributes again. Good. Sean Thornton, I didn't realize we had so much to spend, so I guess we may as well spend it all on him because he has 12,000 to be spent. Prime, and then prime again. Excuse me. So it accelerates player development by 25%. You're ready for a good off season, I hope. Ed Jovanovski has scout efficiency and discovery of gems. Probably efficiency is the one that matters the most. Yeah, I think I'd rather do efficiency. So efficiency to the highest level, even though we're in our last year, but why not? And finally, Dion Phaneuf. 10,000 XP. I'd rather do prevention probably, yeah. Prevention, 3,500. And then last 5,000, do we want the max level of prevention or accelerated healing time again? Let's accelerate healing time because we have some guys who are getting older and more injury prone. How long have we had Tourigny? Got to be like 15 years at this point. Yeah, quite long for Tourigny. He has been our head coach since 2033-34. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seasons in Palermo. Yeah. 3 cups, 2 Jack Adams. Legend. So we spent a lot of XP points there. Good. I think everything's taken care of for the staff. Unless, are we missing a staff? It says auto sign. Auto sign for what? Who's getting auto signed? Let me see this. Sorry. Sorry, just gotta check this. Okay. Unless it's a staff member. And the scouting. If I press auto, no, I don't want to do that. Hire staff. Can I hire a scout? Yeah, okay. So it's scout. It's a scout. Okay, my bad. Who's the best scout out here? We've had Lettinen before. Yeah, just come back, Lettinen. Fired in 2040. Now we say welcome back. Can I hire any more? No. Sheesh. Done. So now, before we enter the draft, let's also consider the contract situation. Let's see this. Sorry. Cale Nickel. Look in the UFA. So Cale Nickel needs a contract. We have what here? About 50 million in cap space. So 50 million in cap space for Nickel and Hakanson. Those are non-negotiables, I think. Torquio could go if he had to. And the RFA, McMahon, Lindbergh, it's still going to be pretty tight here. You think 50 million is a lot? Not in this universe. So the forward core, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's without Torquio, without Heward, who might be a fourth liner. Can we keep Vidas at 6 million as an 83 overall? Wilhelmus Vidas. He did pretty well. 2 okay seasons, not as great in 43, 44. His brother Vidas. Harris has to stay for sure. Lovic, yeah, we were saying Lovic might be the odd man out there. He is so good, but forced to play in a third line role at 14.5 million. Mads Lovic might be the guy who has to go. We love Mads Lovic, but he might be that guy. So if Lovic is out, that frees up 14.5. That's probably enough. And then on defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a lot of space. We have Kelman, we have Koklachev, we have Murphy. We could survive by trading out one of these guys or something and still being okay. But think about it, it's also not EA NHL. EA and 82 is still pretty fringe NHL in HLM. So we'll try to sign them all, but Lovic might be the guy who has to go. And for the goaltending, I guess we try to run Ellsworth out there again. He's 35 now. We have Kusa and I don't know Schmidt. Who I don't know, we can cross our fingers for offseason growth, but I don't know. Let's go to the draft where we have tons of picks. We have 10, 20, 29, 33, 34. We have lots of selections in this draft. We've been stockpiling for the 20, 45 draft for a little while now. Now, do we make a trade up? We had been questioning at the end of last episode. Is there a world where we package a couple picks or even with Lovic and we look at a possible trade up to number 5, look at getting Modine, 89 potential overall, maybe number 4, number 5. I don't know. And then if it were to be a forward, there's even Niemanen, who is an offensive defenseman at 9. A few ideas out there. 89 potential goaltender, potentially at 19. I feel like Ellsworth needs a spot in the DHOF just since we ran him into the ground. Feels like that, eh? Feels that way. So at 10, we'll still get a good player at 10. But could we package 10 or 20 or 29, 33, whatever? Sorry, and make a trade up. Maybe for a top 5 pick. Like if we go to Detroit, weren't many teams who wanted to move, if I remember correctly. If we say Lovic and pick 20, that doesn't get it done. He doesn't want to go to Detroit either. He has that modified no trade. Toronto, Minnesota. Speaking of, did we get a class ahead of NHL 27? Oh, of the DHOF? Yes, I'd like to do a summer class. I would like to do one of those. Would Lovic want to go to Toronto? Yes. Lovic and pick 10. Doesn't even get it done for pick 4. Yeah. That's tough. We'd be trading for like 6 or 7, no pun intended. And at that point, is it worth it? A top 6 forward just to move up 3 spots? I don't know. Lovic and 10 to potentially, not even for sure, to potentially get 7 from Minnesota. Or 6, excuse me, from Minnesota. Is it worth it or just wait until 10? And if we did trade elsewhere, what would the offers be for him? Mads Lovic could get a prospect and a third. I mean, just picks. Any team offering seconds, firsts. Okay, a first and a third from Calgary. A first and a third from Calgary. Offering an 88 overall goaltender if we give Schmidt. Still, a first and a second from Ottawa. A first next year and a second this year. Interesting. First and a second for Lovic. First and a fourth. So first and a third, depends on the years. First and a third in next year's draft. First next year, second this year from Ottawa. Probably Ottawa that has the best package here. So it's top 3 protected. Okay. Top 3 protected, 2045 first. In 2045, we already have... No, we don't have much in 2045. Is there a way that I can get picks this year? I don't have much this year. Could I get 50 and 51 if I gave you... Can I get 2 seconds if I give you 2/3 and a fourth? Just to make all high picks in this draft. I give you 2/3 and a fourth, and you give me 2 seconds. So the same trade, but I also add 2/3 and a fourth for a second. That's probably not, no, it's not worth it. Forget it. Would you give me a third, though? Oops, didn't mean to do that. 2045 first, I give you 2045 first, yes, and 2044 second. No, that they weren't offering us, I don't think. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. Block, find trade. Lovic, find trade. So Ottawa was offering what? First and a second from Anaheim. So that is pick what? Pick 64 from Anaheim. So can I get you to add, instead of 54, I'll take 50 and 51. And I'll give you 98 and 131. No, doesn't move the needle, eh? 67 and 131. Let's send it in C. What do you think, Ottawa? No. And I could give you, I don't know, a fifth next year. Not enough, eh? No. Okay, so I will take 50 and 64. And I will give you a third and a fourth. There you go. Boom. Done. Thank you, Ottawa. Mads Lovic off to the Ottawa Senators. Sad to move on from him. What a find he was. A real gem. We loved Mads Lovic. Let me go ahead and just look him up here. Mads Lovic. He was a third-round pick. What a gem. A third-round pick in 2032. Grew to an 87 overall, and he was a force when in the top 6. In Bologna, he was incredible. Comes to Palermo, rookie season, 30-goal, 67-point year in his rookie season. 67, 55, 64. But the ice time started to dip because of the talent we had, not because of him. He was so good, and even still scoring 20-plus goals with like 11 and a half minutes of ice time. But just, it's not fair to him and to pay that money. So 185 goals and 351 points in 570 games as a Portobello. 3 Stanley Cups. He won the Calder Trophy in his rookie year as well. So he won the Calder, he won the Stanley Cup. In the playoffs, 31 goals, 26 assists, and 57 points in 117 games. His son, Kare Lovic, he was born in Palermo, and we'll see him in 2060, a 7th-round projection. All right. So Mads Lovic, good luck in Ottawa. We will miss you, my friend, but we needed to free up a little bit of room, and that's just more draft picks for us now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 firsts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, and a third. Just all high picks. Should we be trading up with these picks? We got to make, like, I know we're going to get a lot of good talent. We're going to take a few busts, but you would think we could probably get something here. Like, we're not going to trade up from 10. Unless, I don't know, like, no. If we'd have moved up maybe from 34 and 33, move for another top 20 pick, maybe? Maybe another top 20 pick. We could try to get that goalie at 19. Because he won't be, maybe a pick in the teens. What? The Rangers have 2 picks. All right, Rangers, you have 15 and 16. I'll take 15, and I'll give you 34, 43. No, I'll give you 29 and 34. 29, 34, and 65. A first, a second, and a first and 2 seconds to move up like 14 picks. 2 seconds to move up that much because they don't want to move the pick. That's the problem. That's a fair deal at 15. No, if they don't want to do it, it's going to be tough. Utah, all right, they have 14, 18, and 19. Come on, Utah. Oh, you don't want to trade any of your picks? Come on. They have 4 firsts as well. Who else? Calgary? Calgary wants to move their pick. All right, Calgary. Can I give you 29, 34, and 65? I don't know. Let's see what they say. No. 29, 34, 65, and 98. No. 29, 34, and 50. I think that's the move. Someone needs to replace Ellsworth. We have guys in our system, but the more the merrier. All right, 29, 34, and what, 43? Is that it? No, still, eh? All right, 20. No, we really want 20. All right, 29, 33, 34. 2 late firsts and an early second for the 13th overall pick. I think that's the final offer. Rival team as well. Calgary, boom. All right, thank you very much, Calgary. So now we go a little bit of the quality over quantity. We have 10, 13, 20, 3 top 20 picks. And instead of having the picks in the 30s, we then drop down to 43 and 50, 60, 64, 65. Still good picks. But instead of getting a couple more top 6s, we'll take that elite goalie, let's say. All right, I'm content with that. Let's start the draft. Big trade, and let's get going. First overall pick is medium elite centerman with 76 overall out of the gate. Seattle takes Duval, a defenseman, at number 2. Mizai, okay, no surprises yet. Top 4 is the top 4. Modine is the guy we wanted, and he does go to Detroit at number 5, 73 overall, medium elite. Oof. Evans is a top 6 forward. Neiman is a top 6 D. Oh, that's brutal. Utah gets, Utah and all their picks. They take a low 4th line potential with their 8th pick. Oh, big rumble to open the draft floor. Yes. Oh my goodness. What a bust. And then they take Love. Oh, Love might have been the guy who I went after. So thankfully, medium top 9 he goes. So we pick at 10. At 10, it's either Orsag or Cantu, right? Orsag or Cantu here. Cantu, 87 potential overall. He was previously top 20. He's the last top 10 guy available. Yeah, it is the 10th pick here. 72 points last year. Utah swayed to take a 4th liner. Cantu is a top 20 guy. Lower overall for sure. 71-7. I think this is the guy. Orsag, whatever his name is. Radek Orzag. And then at 13, I don't know, like, would you take Rene though? I don't know. I'm just scared of when a 4th liner and a top 9 go back to back, it just scares me a little bit. But we're going to try for the left-handed 2-way D. Cross your fingers. All right, top 4D. Thank you. Woo. All right, we get a 72 overall top 4D with the 10th overall pick. And then we see... Okay, what? No! The goalie who was going to go 20th goes 11th. Oh, my goodness. Come on. What a reach from the Canadiens. What a reach from the Canadiens. The guy going 19th goes 11th. They really wanted their guy. You what? So who's out there for the goalies now? Not that much. Now, I guess we pivot from taking a goalie then. Do we trade down at this point? Or do we go after Rene or Viborny? I don't know. Viborny is probably the higher overall, but Rene might have the higher potential. Playmakers are important, though. Habs reach for the sky. Carey Price reincarnated. I mean, or even Wu, the sniper. Luke Wu. Yeah, we got to pivot here. And Rene was going to go at 11th. He's now down at 15th. Probably Rene or Viborny. Rene 62 points. Viborny 70 in the OHL. Probably the higher overall as well. Minute 38 to decide. Piros at... Well, we pick again at 20. We can take Piros at 20 if we want to reach for him there. But here with pick 13, unless we trade down, what would teams offer us for pick 13? First and a second. No, that's if we give a first and a second. Sorry, I was reading that. A lot of prospects, not really picks being offered to us much. No. All right, 50 seconds. I guess we'll make the pick then. I'm going to go for the center playmaker, I suppose. I know Viborny is probably a higher overall. Is this guy green top 9 and he's yellow top 6? I don't know. But a playmaking center would be necessary. Like a playmaker, I mean, in the top 6 is always needed. He can play on the wing if he has to as well. All right, UC Rene, welcome to Palermo. And he is high top 9, just as I thought. What a waste of trading up for 13. What a waste of trading up for 13. And there goes the high elites. 2 high elites back to back. Oh my goodness. Cantu is medium top 6. I'm so angry. Set was high top 6D. Top 4D, top 6 forward. High elite, top 9 forward. Vaborny is still here at 16. In relation to Pekka? No, it doesn't look like it. UC Rene, high top 9 potential. I can't believe it. I would trade for another, like, who's that guy at 30 we said? Piros, 89 potential overall. He could be high top 9 as well. Yeah, I'm taking the L on that one, for real. Unless we were to try to trade for another early, we try to take Wu. What if we traded 43 and something to try to get Wu and Piros? We take Wu now, and next pick is Piros. Maybe even, I don't know. Let's see. Would Montreal has 2 firsts. Would they want to trade one of them? Of course not. Would Minnesota want to make a trade at 24? No. Okay, so we have to force it with the Canadians then. I'll give you Rene, who we just drafted. Where is he? Rene and pick 50. Not even close. 43 and 50. No, forget it. Vaborny is the centerman. The only top 20 guy left. Or Wu. The overalls are probably pretty similar. Right wing, left wing sniper, or center power forward. I'm just going to go Luke Wu. Luke Wu is medium top 6. All right, medium top 6 forward. Vaborny was top 9. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we take Wu. Whitekiss. Okay, whoever that is. I wanted to try and get Piros, though, I said, right? Could we trade for, like, I don't know. Calgary, want to trade us pick 26? I'll give you Rene and 50. Rene, 50, 98. May I have to trade a second, 2 seconds, a third, and a guy just drafted in the first round to get a late first. What a joke. Lawson, low top 6. A high top 6D just went. Barr, top 9. Umarov, high top 6 forward. Piros, still out there. Lynn, medium elite goalie Lynn. Could have taken him, but his potential overall didn't look like anything special. Calgary, Utah, Toronto. Toronto, can I give you 50 and Rene for late first? No, of course not. 4th line potential. Gane, low top 4D. FINO, medium top 4D. Calgary with more picks. Calgary has 1 million picks. Piros is going to go soon, though. At 33. Now if I give you Rene and 50, can that get me 33? No. And a 5th next year? No. Okay. Go to bed then. One more. Rene, 50, 65. And you give me back 112. Okay, forget it. What a joke. One, and now, wait, when's Piros going to go? Chen goes, high top 6 forward. Piros, who we're thinking about at 20, is still here at 35. But we're going to try and trade. Then the trade's not going to, the things won't be there anymore. Then it won't get saved. Forget it. Let Piros go. He is still out here. Will he go to 43? Piros, high top 6 forward. Great. All right, we go to 43. I'm so frustrated. Brock, 86 potential overall. Brock. Trey Brock, welcome aboard. Medium top 9 forward. I hate you. Next, pick 50. High depth just went. Pick 50. Rimkus, 85 potential overall. Right wing power forward. All right. Svayunas Rimkus. He is means. How is this happening? The draft class we waited so long for has turned into 3 top 9 forwards, 1 top 6 forward, and 1 top 4 forward. 10, 13, 20. It has fallen apart. One of the worst drafts in terms of what we could have done and what has happened. Pick 60. Do we take one of the goalies now? Vitaly and McConnell. Vitaly dropped 15 spots. Sure, take him and watch him be Goffredo Vitali. Italian name, welcome aboard. Medium starter potential, at least there's that. Top 6D, low top 6D, low top 9 forward, go next. We pick back-to-back 64, 65 now. 64, 65. Oh, he's Italian? I even realized that. I saw Italian name. There are some Italian. Ah, here's an Italian. Mastroianni. Wait. Ermenegildo Mastroianni. Benvenuto bello. Low top 6 forward. Okay, not bad. What a name. And who else can we take? 88 potential overall. McDonald. Sure. Devin McDonald. Low top 4D. Okay. With an X factor. Did I see that? Nice. And pick 98. High depth just went. And pick 90. A Japanese player was drafted too between 50 and 60. I didn't even realize that. That's cool. Now what? Who has good potential overall? Olsen. Another goalie. And hopefully one of them sticks. I mean, this guy 85 also looks good. 86 sniper. Antipin. Tough numbers there. Cameron Arniel. Olsen is younger and has higher potential overall. But if he's like a red starter versus green, yellow starter, right? I don't know. Or do we avoid a goalie? The younger one? All right, let's just take a goalie. Why not? Milan Olsen, low medium starter. You're such a disgrace. Depth, 4th line. Starter was Lewis. Medium starter. Backup, all the goalies are in. Look at that. Like 4 goalies in a row. Low depth goalie. Minor potential. Depth potential. Low top 9. Medium top 9. Low top 6D. Depth potential. Depth. Antipin was low top 9. All right, good thing we didn't take him then. But ours wasn't much better. All right, and there's the draft. Not a good draft for what we could have done with all those firsts. It really could have been better. But we take it and move on. And the class wasn't great either. Let's also be honest that the class wasn't great. But okay, let's save that. We did free up money by moving Lovic. Would have been better to keep some of those picks and then trade Lovic separately. I don't know. But we traded up and the Canadians reached, and that's the way it goes sometimes. We move on. Can't sit here forever, though. We have a season and the whole playoffs to get done. Saving. All right, contract extensions. Here we go. After being the Bruins in the Cup final. Yes, sir. Contracts. Here we go with quite a bit of cap space. We'll start with the big one, Cale Nickel, who wants 6x31, which, you know, keep in mind, remember the salary cap is $255. Let's calculate this. Hold on a second. Let's calculate this. No, I don't want solitaire. I want the calculator. 31.7 would be 12.4% of the cap. In today's NHL, of like, let's say 88.5 million as the cap, that's a $10.62 million deal. So it's really quite fair. You just give him 8 years. He wants the full no move clause. No, we can't do that if we're going to try and trade him or trying to give him, long term. He has to be tradable a little bit. 6 by what? How low can we go? Inflation's going crazy with the salary cap being 255.5 million. So 31.5 and 20. I don't know. Let's try 30.25 for 6 years. 30.25. Hakanson, can we keep you for 1 year? Yes, sir. I'll give you the full no move if it's 1 year. Absolutely. William Hakanson. Stay, please. Stay. We love you. We love you. We love you in Palermo. So I have to click forever here. Okay, really interested in this deal. Good to hear. All right, medium interest. 8.225 and 9.2. Okay, let's just do I don't know. 8 point. Could we do 1 year 8.7 or something like that? 1 year 8.7. Who else? McMahon wants big money. Koklachev, I love how much of how crazy of a story he is. Yeah, we'll do 3 years. 3 years on Yuri Koklachev. Would you do 3 by 5? Let's see. And unsigned guys, any older unsigned guys? Lindsay needs a contract. How many contract spots do we have? We're at 27. We have quite a few. We can start being a little pickier with who we sign now that we're in this state of the team. Lanka, Zilvinus Lanka with 4th line potential. I mean, if we still have his, may as well hang on to him for that reason. Let's see. Daryl Brooks. Let's sign him. 75 overall. Anybody else? Friedman, maybe? Dave Friedman. Who else is out here with potential? Yarvinen, top 6. Okay. 1 year. Prove it to me. Depth, Ergashov. Time to let him go. Renat Ergashov. What a bum. Heikkinen, low 4th line potential. Goodbye. Okay, it's advanced today. Kale Nichols says no. Everyone else says yes. Nichols, 6 by 30.25 wasn't enough. So Nickel, 6 by 30.5 is what we'll try. 30.5 on a 20 team no trade. No, it's 25 team no trade. Sure, 25 team no trade. 30 by 5. Can we keep Luca Torchio? I don't think we can. McMahon, let's see. We could go long term to 8 by 16. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we could go long term. Long term wouldn't be a bad idea. I hate the numbers being weird. Forget it. So basically between 14 and what for Melvin McMahon? 14 and 15. All right, so 14.5. 8 by 14.5. Can I get exactly 14.5? No, it has to be 505, right? All right. 8 by 14.505. Advance a day. Both accept. Lovely. All right. That leaves us with 12 million in cap space. Lindbergh has the lower potential. He really wants a long-term deal, eh? So that's why, yeah. So we will qualify him and figure him out. We will qualify Rinaldi. We can't keep Rinaldi for 9 million. Michael Rinaldi, we can't keep him for that. Yeah, we'll qualify everybody. Actually, no, Flowers, I can give you a contract. Well, we'll see if he accepts the qualifying offer, actually. This guy's Schreiber, 73.25. We're going to let him go. 75 at 23. Top 9, Collins and Barker, sure. 1 year for each of them. And who's this? Morrison, 23.79. Yeah, he could stick. Actually, no. He's not on an entry level. That's a one-way deal that he wants. Hang on, let's advance a day. Okay, the qualifying offers didn't get accepted. That's okay. But they've been qualified. Torquio, I think we got to let him walk now, sadly. We've done a lot for Luca Torquio. We've gotten him his Stanley Cup as well. He got to be a part of the team. He was a 7th-round pick in 2027. 646 games played in Palermo. 102 points in his career. 29 playoff games, 7 playoff points. His son, Adolfo Torquio, will be in the 2061 draft. He's a projected first-rounder. So it was so fun to have him as an Italian in here, but I don't think we can keep him for $3 million as just an extra forward at this point. So Luca Torquio will be released, and we thank him for his service to Palermo. It's a sad one, I know. Let's see what else. Actually, no, let me go back to the office here, go to contracts. So who else is missing? UFAs are done. RFAs, Morrison will qualify. And then unsigned guys. I don't think we're losing anyone's rights necessarily. So not a big rush. We're at, what, 37 contracts? Okay. Let's advance another day. Qualifying offer is declined. Makes sense. Last day for contract offers. Yes, but they've been qualified, so that's okay. And now we go to July 1st. Don't know any of those guys at this point. So on July 1st, we need to free up a little bit more money. I don't think the contract demand changes really at all. Sorry. Sign, lefty, righty. Yeah, so Lindbergh still wants the same amount of money, looks like. Hakansen, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Hakansen third pair with who? Koklachev's getting paid the $5 million. I would think it's with him. I mean, does Rundqvist become excess? But who knows who's going to grow over the offseason? Someone will get bumped. Maybe Murphy is top pair AHL, 2580. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Murphy could stick around. I don't think Brooks at $2 million. I don't know. That's what it costs now. If we trade Murphy, does that free up money or does it not? I'm still confused about that sometimes. So if we trade Murphy, 11.628. No, I don't think it does anything for our cap. No, see, it doesn't do anything for our cap. Okay, got it. Now contracts. Goalie Ellsworth with his huge money. Maybe we trade Kusa. Now, Kusa might be even close to being a starter. Flowers can be traded because we have other goalies. We have Schmidt, who needs to at least be starting the AHL, if not NHL backup. So we could trade Flowers. What else could we trade? We could trade Flowers, and I really want to keep Lindbergh. I don't know. And for the forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can Rinaldi be on this team? We don't have the money for Rinaldi. No, we can't. We can't keep Michael Rinaldi. He wants $9 million. We need to sign the defenseman. We could have kept Hakansen. We could have kept Rinaldi and traded Hakansen, but top 9 potential. It's not like he's that crazy. It's nice to have an Italian as always. Michael Rinaldi, Italian. 3rd round pick in 2037. He won the cup. He was a surprise in the playoffs too, right? Was he not? 4 goals, 7 points. He's been with Roma. He's been with Bologna, ECHL, AHL, NHL. Floriano Rinaldi. 7th round projection in 2059. I'd want to keep him, but at $9 million, it's a bit crazy. So if we trade Rinaldi, we trade that goalie Flowers, whatever his name is. Roland Morrison. Is he really worth like $2 million? Let's wait on him. But Rinaldi. Let's go to the trade finder here. If I told you that I have Rinaldi, and I'll also add the goalie after. What are teams offering? 2/3 and a 1/4 from Vancouver. All right. And then I also give you Flowers. Now what can we get from you picks-wise? Can we make it instead of 2 seconds and a third? Sorry, instead of 2/3 and a fourth. 2 seconds. They love that. 2 seconds. I mean, can we make it a first at that point? If I add value back? No. The first they won't do. Makes sense. Unless we make a condition on it. Top 10 protected or something, you know? That changes things a lot. So top 10 protected, 4th round pick. If we just don't sign, will the demand come down? It will, but I don't think we have the cap space to do anything more than like a couple million. So a first that will become a second, or a first that gets pushed to a 2046 first. That changes things a lot too. All right, never mind. Let's go with the 2 seconds and a third. 2 seconds and a third for Rinaldi and Flowers. What do you say, Vancouver? Thank you very much. All right, now we have 2 firsts, 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, 2/3, 4th, 5th, 2/5 in next year's draft. That top 3 protected Senators pick though as well. All right, so now in the contracts, do we still have the same amount of cap space? 11 point whatever. Did it change at all? No, I didn't think that it would. So at least that tells us a bit more. So now who's getting traded to free up a little bit more money? Because Lindbergh, we need about, how much more do we need to get? Maybe like 4-ish more million. Where are we going to find 4 million? Is it Koklachev? Oh, I don't want to trade. Or is it Vitas? I really didn't want to trade Koklachev, but we have an excess at defense. I guess it has to be Koklachev. That really kills me. What a story he is. What a story. The last pick in the 2041 draft, 231st overall. 2 years, 2 Stanley Cups. 90 health. He's always healthy. I really want to keep him. Is there a way that we can keep this guy? Who would we have to trade? 1, 2, 3, 4. Paying him as the 5th guy. This is really hard. Oh, man. Okay, sorting by all. Krakow. Marini's going to need a big payday soon, too. McMahon's getting his money. Hjort's going to need money. Hansen frees up $8.7 million next year. Either do we keep Vitas or Koklachev? Vitas currently slated to be what? 3rd line wing? If he goes 4th line, maybe he'd go 4th line center, though. And then he becomes expendable because Lamb is 3rd line center. I guess we trade Vitas then. I don't want to. But for the storyline, I really want to keep Koklachev. What would teams give us? 3rd plus, 3rd, 4th plus. 2nd and a 3rd from Nashville. The lower, no, remove the conditions. I don't take conditions on 2nd round picks. Who do you think you are? A 2nd and a 3rd for Vitas. I mean, they want to move their 1st. Can I get your 1st if I give you picks back? How about I flip a couple of the Vancouver? Yeah, the 2nd and the 3rd from Vancouver. So instead of it, so it turns into Vitas, Flowers, and what's his name? No, Guthrie would play 3rd line. Would you do that? No, they wouldn't do that. Okay, so never mind. Unless we change it into a 2nd. 2 seconds and Vitas for an unprotected 1st that they want to move. I mean, I don't think that's crazy. Can I make it lower seconds? No, then they don't want to do it as much. No, it has to be the Vancouver second. All right, so let's say like pick 35 and 60 something for pick hopefully 15, you know? So Vitas, Flowers, and Rinaldi for hopefully a top 15 pick, unprotected. Or do we just take seconds and third? You know what? Just do it. Just do it and say yes. Vitas, thank you very much. Goodbye and good luck. 3 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, a fourth, and 2 fifths in next year's draft. And now we have the money to go and sign Lindbergh, who wants 5 years. Now we can go 8 years. We can go 8 years on Lindbergh. 8 years on the 23-year-old. That brings it down quite a bit. And just leaving us a little bit of wiggle room isn't bad either. So around 13.7. I need the exact middle, actually. I need the calculator for that. I need the exact middle. 13.7. Okay. 13.7. And 12.775. So 13.25. Pretty much. Yeah, I could have done that without the calculator, probably. 8 years at 13.25. I mean, can we give him some protection later on? 10 team, no trade. 12.775 goes down. 10 team, no trade. Actually, that brings it down to there, a couple hundred. Yeah, so instead of 13, so 13. 8 by 13 on Johan Lindbergh. 8 by 13 on Johan Lindbergh. Let's see. Just this offseason, man, taking an hour. Whew. Hey, it's the finale for a reason. Fino alla fine. Lindbergh, what do you think, buddy? We also have Roland Morrison. See if he grows. A lot happening around the NHL. All right, Lindbergh extends. Very good. That now leaves us with 5 million. Do we have 5 million? I mean, could we have kept Vitas? Hold on a second. Could we have kept Vitas? What's going on? What's our cap space now? No, it's 4.7. Okay, so we didn't have 6 million. It's 4.7. We would need to free up another 1.3 million, which we don't have. So now we could give an offer to Morrison. I mean, maybe he'll grow. I'd give him a 1-year deal. We have the money now. 2.45 for a year on Roland Morrison. Why not? He accepts. All right, so that leaves us with, I still don't know how much cap space do we have now. Still 4.24 million. And everyone is signed on or unsigned. Oh, beautiful rain is starting now. Goalies. Who's expiring here? Sorry. Contracts. Like who could we give an extension to is what I'm trying to say. Like Marini. Yeah, extension for Marini. He wants 17.2. Yeah, we have $78 million in extension dollars. He wants 38.325. 8 years, full no move clause. Understandable, but still crazy. Let's see if we can extend Silvano Marini now before he wins more awards, right? Let's see on Marini. Because we're not going to be doing next offseason, but we want to think about what would the future of this team be. We want to leave them in a good spot. 35.7 plus what here? 35.7 and 33.3. 69 divided by 2 is 34.5. 8 years at 34.5 million. Let's see what Silvano Marini says to that. Hjort, we need a contract as well. He's 31. He wants a 5-year deal. And he'll be 32, brings him to 37. Yeah. Again, a full no move. With him, I need the modified. Why are you paying him 34.5 million? Because the salary cap is 255 million now. So 34.5 is actually pretty reasonable. Well, like it makes sense for a 95 overall player. Let's go to a 20 team no trade. Victor Hjort. Let's see. I don't want to do everybody, but just the two biggest names here. 28.6. And let's see. 30.45 plus 30.45 divided by 2, 29.525. So 29.55 for 5 years on Hjort. We'll see if he does that. All right, that'll be two big ones. Advance a day. And they both accept those extensions. Woo! All right. So now, in theory, next year, it would be 14.4 million for Lamb, Guthrie. Not much going on. And if there is anyone who would have to move, maybe it would be Koklachev at that point. I don't know. But we're finally ready to sim to the through the offseason and get to the Hall of Fame. We'll see one last try to get Pecorine in the Hall, who just made it in the real world, but in this universe can't make it. Quinn Hughes, Brant Clark, Trevor Zegras, Simon Edvinson, and Jake Sanderson, all now nominees for the 2044 class. Let's start the Hall of Fame nomination. Let's see. So Quinn Hughes is going to get in there. Brant Clark, I bet, will be a first ballot. I mean, Jason Robertson, I mean, he's still out here. His 4th year of eligibility. Even Adam Fox, 7th year of eligibility. And for the goaltenders, yeah, Chris Osgood, 19th year. Pecorine, 19th year. Pecorine should be in there at this point. Rene or Robertson. Maybe, would Robertson get nominated on his own? I bet he would get nominated on his own. This class wasn't a crazy class. Like, I don't think Zegras gets nominated over Robertson. I bet he'll get nominated on his own. I'm going to nominate Pecorine. I'm going to hope that Robertson also gets nominated. And yes, okay, lots of nominations. Whoa, a team's nominating a lot of players. So Quinn Hughes, first ballot. Jason Robertson, 4th year of eligibility. I'm going to say he gets in as well. And then our last pick, I don't know, maybe Adam Fox, John Carlson. This is tough. I don't know if Brant Clark's the first ballot. 4-time Stanley Cup. No, sorry, championship, CHM, right? No cups, no cups. Who has cups over here? 1 cup for Adam Fox. 2 cups for John Carlson. 4 golds as well. Yeah, Adam Fox, 7th year of eligibility. Get him in over Brant Clark. Hughes, Fox, Robertson, and Rene is my ballot. Let's see for 2044. And Hughes, Clark, and Robertson, the only 3 who make it in. Wow. So the votes were very split. Hughes is a unanimous first ballot. Brant Clark, 32 out of 33. And Robertson, 31 out of 33, making it into the Hockey Hall of Fame. How about that? Hughes, Clark, and Robertson, your 2044 class. Only 3 guys. And now we sim to next season. Cross our fingers for growth. We have the head of player development with all of the X factor stuff, the specialty traits. And we cross our fingers for some growth heading into our 20th and final year. Just looking at some of the scores today from the World Cup. No, Baxter. Cross your fingers for Baxter to grow. He was a guy we used a high pick on not long ago. All right, here we go. Season is concluded. Palermo, your cup champs. 2 of the last 3 Stanley Cups. We had Woodward leading the league in assists. Marini was close second in league points. Yes, this is year number 20. This is the 20th year. John Bergeron signed for 6 years at $40.4 million. The best goalie in like NHL history, signing for a $40 million AAV. Huh? Here we go. Cross your fingers. Okay. So Nicholas Haas grows 12 overall, 55 to 67. Antonio Forget, +8 to 79 overall. Brian Crosby, +5. Hansen, blah, 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 blah. Kusa, 85 overall. Now can really be a good backup. Morrison up to an 82. That's going to be good to replace Vitas on the fourth line. Heward up to an 81. He can make the NHL. Very good. Brooks to a 77. Okay. Anyone else plus some NHLers with a +1? No, sadly. So there's probably some negative ones. Hakanson drops to an 83. Maybe he stays at the 7th D this season, but he's definitely going to play one more year. One more year for William Hakanson. Let's send to the beginning here. So scouting begins. Go to the staff. You guys do your job. Scout it up. I can't do player development yet, eh? But this I can do, yes. Krupp, work on the defense a little bit. Apply. Why is it not going? Oh, what's wrong with me? New guy we just got. Yeah, Krupp said work on defense. Hakanson. I should probably change some of these now at this point in the franchise mode or the career mode. Nicole balanced. Woodward balanced. Marini balanced. And most of them balance works just fine for most of them. Who are the highest overall guys? Korotkov balanced at 90 defense. Wow. Balanced. Namdonis we saw. Krupp. Put on the defense a little bit. Harris. Yeah, defense would be necessary. Lamb balanced. McMahon. Work on the offense a little bit, buddy. Cocktail work on the offense a little bit. Why not? Lindbergh. Okay, anyways, who doesn't have a focus? Rene work on the defense. Waste of a pick. Wu can be balanced. Brock balanced. Rimkus balanced. Vitali. Mastro Ropapara. McDonald. Olsen. Jenkins. Yes, sir. Kusan 85 was great to see, though. Desjardins. Lindsay. Shout out to Lindsay from Total Drama Island. Great show. Whenever I hear like Lindsay or Duncan or Owen, I always think of just Total Drama Island. Gwen. All right, that's done. We can keep on simming towards the preseason, right? Scouts have been sent out. We'll let the preseason get going. Player development as well in a moment, too. We'll let the computer do what it wants for the lineup for the preseason. 5-2 loss, 4-3 loss, 4-1 loss. Not looking good here in the preseason. 3-2 overtime loss, 4-3 loss. Great. So we're 0-4-1 right now in the preseason, huh? And finally, big loss for the finale, 5-3 loss. Wow, we go 0-5-1 in the preseason. What? But the game was doing a lot of silly things. Look, our stars only played 2 games each, so that's fine. Into October we go to begin year number 20, 2044-45. Everyone told me I mentioned the Discord almost daily. Pepper Farm remembers. Yes, the good old days. Can I start doing player development or what? Still not yet, eh? Oh, October 6th. Let's get. Actually, I should probably decide the lineup here. All right, so roster moves, extra players. Yeah, those guys are all going down. Zednik and Barker can go down too. This is the first time in a long time we have to put someone on the fourth line who probably shouldn't be there. I have to decide between Barker, Zednik, and Collins. Defense is tough because a lot of these guys should make it. Koklachev should say, Kelman's up to an 82. What? I don't know. Lindsay's still injured as well. Hold on. So if we say send these guys down, Jordy Murphy, we have to go through waivers. That's a tough one. The rest are okay to go. So make sure they're going to the right place. NCAA, yeah. Wherever it's green, I suppose. ECHL. I mean, counting his growth would still be green in the AHL. It's not EANHL where an 82 can't be there. Friedman, no, it has to be ECHL. Either way, it's not great for him at 63. Bennett, Stewart, okay. So confirm those. Yes. Now, hold on a second. Who did what in the preseason? Anything? 4 games, 1 assist, 3 games, 1 assist, 3 games, nothing. Let me see the ratings. 76, 76, 75, 74, 75, 75. So I guess Collins is the guy. Julian Collins with 4th line potential. ECHL MVP once upon a time. 4th line potential, but at least that won't hurt him to keep him up there. Where Barker is top 9 and Zednik is 4th line. I don't know. I guess we send them both down. And they both will be green in the AHL, so fine. So Collins will start as a 4th liner, which is a bit crazy, but we'll start like that. Now, for the scratch, is it going to be Murphy or Koklachev? Murphy or Koklachev? Jordy Murphy. I don't know why you can't keep 2 defensemen. Jordy Murphy did not play much last season at all. Has high top 6D potential, expiring contract. I guess we can afford to lose him. Sadly. So Jordy Murphy will go to the AHL, and we'll see if he gets claimed. Lindsay still has to get healed before he can be sent. Could we send him down even if he's injured? No, eh? Okay. So best lines. Sorry. So the AHL lines. So let's wait to see if Murphy makes it through. But something like this for the best lines in the AHL. Okay, stacked decor. And then in the ECHL, yeah, it does have to be Koklachev since we decided to keep him true. Donash and Nichols, yes, we have those 2 stars on our team. They're the ECHL lines, excuse me. They not as strong of a team as in recent years. So Nickel, Marini, Korotkov, Noam, Donash, Harris, Krupp. Yeah, I think that has to be Guthrie, Lamb, Jenkins, Heward, Morrison, Collins. I think it has to be. Then McMahon and Lindbergh isn't the greatest pairing. I'd want to turn one of them into a right D, but that'll take like 2 years. So they'll have to play together. Hakanson, Rundqvist. So Rundqvist makes the NHL. Tommy Rundqvist, 24-year-old with top 6D potential. Last year, 3 games in Palermo, got an assist. In Bologna, 65 points in 72 games. So Tommy Rundqvist as an 82 will make the NHL since he's on the right side. And Kelman, who's on the left side, has to be sent down. Had 68 points in Bologna last year, though. I'd want to call him up, but he would only be 3rd. I'd rather give him another year as top pair AHL. It says the growth is green. So I think it works. So this would be the lineup. Special teams, let the year start like that for special teams. No, Woodward has to be here, though. That's the only thing. Noam Donash would go here. McMahon, defensive defenseman. No, give me Lindbergh, the offensive defenseman. That'd be the only thing. Okay. Lock everybody in. There you go. 5v5, same thing. We have no AHL. We have no 13th forward, which will probably be a problem, but for now, we'll keep it like that. And there you go. We'll see if Murphy gets... Well, he didn't get claimed yet. He was in the AHL lineup. I don't know. Vacant leadership position. Who's that? Because... Oh, no, that's Hakanson. See, I got re-signed. Thank you. And here we go. Anything we have to see in... It's the 6th. Okay, so player development we can also do. We have a new head of player development, so we have to redo everyone who was kind of waiting there. Okay, so... Actually, starting by potential. Who are the young guys here? Jenkins. Let's keep working on Jenkins. Let's look at... Schmidt. Let's look at... Lamb is 25, but he's in the NHL. We can use... We don't need to use a spot on him. Yeah, we drafted in the first round here. Defensive awareness for him. And someone else who's not in the NHL. Someone who's in a different league, right? Like Baxter. Yeah. Baxter, keep working on your hitting. All right, then in the NHL, Krotkov, keep working on your shot blocking. Lindbergh wasn't doing anything. Heward was doing something. Okay. Work on your shot blocking. McMahon has 16 more days left in his thing. Actually, sort by age for the NHL. Guthrie, Runquist, were they doing anything? Morrison, no. Guthrie, no one was working on anything here? Lamb still has top 6. I mean, it wouldn't take forever to work on his passing. Okay. Work on your passing then, Lamb. AHL. Schmidt, no. Kelman, finish up your passing. These are all auto set after, just to start it off on the right foot. Mathieu Turcotte. Top 60 Forget. And I don't know, Murphy. No, Weir, top 4. Yeah, work on Weir. And finally, in the ECHL, only like 4 guys here anyways. So offensive defenseman, work on your defensive awareness. Freddie Meyer. Lowry, finish off your defensive awareness. All 4 guys get a spot. That's nice. Nice treatment. Power forward, work on your hitting. And Jim Branch, work with Desjardins. He's a sniper, work on his shooting. All right, whew, that's all set. Anyone who has the red arrow? Koklachev has a scratch, yeah. Baxter, I mean, he has the red arrow, but if we sign him, can he play in the AHL? If we sign him at 20? Same with Huang. And Pole. No, more with Huang, though. And Kellgren. Where is Walters? Did we send him there? Or is he not signed? Let's go to contracts here. Unsigned players. Huang needed a contract. 78. Yeah, he got a bump in growth there. All right. We'll sign Huang. We'll sign Baxter to get them out of their red arrows. And who was that? Was there someone who was 21? Yeah, Walters. 21-57, top 6 potential. Ernest Walters. And Guerrero could play ECHL. Torrey Guerrero. We'll sign those 4. We have a ton of contract spots. So we'll sign those 4. We'll wait and see what they say. First, let's start off year number 20 in Palermo in front of the Tifosi. Year 20 starts now between the Caps and the Portobellos. The reigning Stanley Cup champions want to go back-to-back, something they've never done. That'd be a great way to end off this career mode series. And we can we'll go a little bit faster at ×2 as you fly through this one. Power plays, of course, always go nowhere. Hildebrand Krupp scores the first goal of year number 20 with the year 20 patches on their jerseys. Krupp from Harris and Hjort. 1-0 Palermo. Axelson scores for the Caps. 1-1. Second period underway. Power play goes nowhere. Petrenko scores for Washington. Caps are up 2-1. Come on, we need to see a good year. Maybe I split the I put the slider down on Ellsworth maybe. Now that we have an 85 overall backup. Then Heward scores his first career NHL goal, and Collins assists for his first career NHL assist and point. Very good. Heward from Collins, some fourth line offense from the 2 rookies. Shots are 38-24, but we're tied at 2 with 8 minutes to go. Power plays for Washington are killed off. Overtime now, 3-on-3 action, and Heward wins it in overtime. The rookie gets put out there. The coach, Tourigny, makes the call to put out the rookie who scored his first NHL goal, and he scores the game winner. Andre Heward, third-round pick in 2039, 82 points last year in the AHL, 85 the year before in the ECHL. He won the Stanley Cup with us because we called him up for a few games. He played 2 games in the Cup final. Picking up where he left off, scoring 2 goals to start the year. What a way to start. as we win. And Heward, sorry, a few things here. Woodward plays his 900th game. Runquist first game, Heward first game, Collins first game, Morrison first game, Heward first game, first goal, first point, first multi-goal game, Collins first assist, first point. Wow, what a game to start things off. Let's see if these guys will sign. Yes, rookies, thank you very much. Yes, all accepting, very good. So let's go to the lineup and roster moves. So if I say all these guys, so Ernest Walters won't do well anywhere except for the ECHL is a red up instead of a red straight. So I guess that's the best we can do. And Guerrero will go to the ECHL. Guess that's the best we can do. All right. Down in the AHL, let's best lines it one more time. Now that everyone is good to go. This is the lineup for the AHL. Baxter will be second line center right now. No, he's got to be first line center. Come on now. We'll lock him there. And in the ECHL, we get a little stronger. 63, 63, 63. Now 64, 64, 63. There you go. As Guerrero played top pair in the ECHL. All right. So hopefully that helps the development a little bit. Not perfect, but now when you look at the development, there will be less red. Lots of green and orange. Kellgren. He's a 54 overall, though. No, we can't sign him right now. All right. Let's get this season rolling, ladies and gentlemen. A great way to start things off. And let's get into the month of November. Let's do all of October. Back-to-back for me. 3 consecutive overtime wins to start the year. 3-2, 2-1, and 7-6. You what? 3 consecutive OT wins. 5-4, 5-4. So 5 consecutive one-goal games. Fantastic. 5 consecutive one-goal wins to start the year. Then we win 5-1 and 5-1. So we've won 7 in a row to start the season. And Noam Donash is out for a month. With all of our new physios and attributes, Noam Donash is out for a month. So we'll move up Lam, I guess. Huang, I guess we'll call him up, 78 overall. So Lam will move up to play with Harrison Krupp. Morrison will play center of Guthrie and Jenkins. And then Heward will center Collins and Huang, as Noam Donash is out for 38 days. Brutal. On the power play, that will give a chance to who here? Some power play minutes for Jenkins. Why not? And on the penalty kill, that'll be Krupp. Okay. So we've won 7 in a row to start the year. That's nice. 7 in a row. Auto assign from here. 8 in a row. 5-2, 5-1, 9 in a row now. Can we? The NHL record is what? 10 or 11? Let's keep it rolling. 6-3 loss. There you go, of course. So we are 9-1 to start the year in the first 10 games. Lovely. 17 points in those 10 games from Silvano Marini. Actually, we're 10-1. We didn't start with 10 in a row. Then we lost. Now we're 10-1. As we have this last game here before we check the inbox. Lovely start. Anaheim also has 20 points. Looking at the standings here. Marini, Nickel, Korotkov, Hewart, Woodward, all the usual suspects. Back, so 10 straight wins and then back-to-back losses. Let's see the inbox. Prospect report. Here we go. Kelman, 14 points on the blue line. Forget, so our top 2 scorers are both on the blue line. Lovely. Schmidt, 9-1-1. I got to fix the goalie splits in the NHL. Lanks has 20 points. Crosby, 10 points. Lowry in the ECHL, 19 points. Nice. Surges. All right. Jenkins to an 84. Kelman to an 83. Schmidt to a 77. Nice growth already. Good. Silvano Marini is second star of the month of October with 18 points in 12 games. Now for the lineup. I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Let me fix this. My apologies. I thought I closed the stream for a second. Everyone hears me? We're okay? We're back on board? Sorry about that. Yeah, so auto rotation, it was already not at, like, I think this percentage already is okay between Kusa and Ellsworth. Kusa hasn't been great, though. I don't know. If 85 is here, maybe we go down to here then. End up increasing it. And AHL, that's what I wanted here. So now with growth, is there any change in lineup? No. Are you streaming the NHL draft this year? Yes, the first round will be streamed. Friday night will be live for the NHL draft. Absolutely. Hope to see you there, my friend. Okay, that's done. Sorry for the little scare. May as well save while we're here because now my cursor is starting to go slow a little bit. So we'll save. I want to see Boston in a Stanley Cup final rematch. But good growth from Kelman in the AHL, who wants to push for a full-time spot. As soon as Hansen is gone, I guess that's his spot, even leapfrogging over Koklachev. Noam Donash another month here, 24 more, another 3.5 weeks. All right, calendar. Any games coming up of interest? Not so much. This is a long one, and we're going to see every game of the playoffs, right? So let's just keep on simulating a little bit now. Hope they don't do the same last year with the player rooms. Oh, I'm sure they will. I am sure they will. Keith Woodward is injured for a week, so we'll just do best lines, and Koklachev will come in. 2-1 win, 4-3 overtime loss, and then an ankle sprain. Hakan's out for a month, but I put a new physio, and I give all the attribute points, and now we have all these injuries, more than usual, I would say. Hakan's out for a month. So now we got to call up Kelman. At least that's an easy call up. And there you go. And hold on. Why is Guthrie there? Why is Guthrie on the power play? You're going to tell me Guthrie gets best lines instead of Jenkins? Come on. Okay. It's not for long anyways that he's out. 2-0 win. Best lines again. Auto assign. No, I can't see in 49 days. Okay, so now these injuries will be here for a little while, at least 2 more weeks with the lineup like this. So Woodward is back in. Kelman on the third pair. Lock everybody. Special units. Now they put Morrison here. What? Lock. Okay. And Jenkins plays here with the lock. 2 more weeks of the lineup being like that. You better have your milk ready. Friday night is going to be a long one. How long was it last year? A little over 3 hours, something like that. Okay, Boston's still a little while away. We'll just go 1, 2, 3 more weeks. Well, in 2 weeks, Noam Donash will be back. 12-3-1 through 16 games. Let's keep on rolling. Why? There must be a cap dump. That's a crazy trade. 9-3 win, 3-1 win, 5-3 loss, 3-2 overtime loss, 5-3 win, 4-1 loss, 9-0 win. Welcome back, Noam Donash. The game before he comes back, we win 9-0. Let's see. How has Huang done? 5 points in 16 games. I mean, Collins has 10 in 23. What? Dave Huang. I'd be tempted to keep him up instead. He was doing really well in Bologna. 9 points in 5 games. No, Huang's going to stay there for a little bit. I'd rather him getting top pair minutes. 1 goal in 7 games from Noam Donash. What? I'd rather be him getting top pair minutes in the AHL. So that's where he will go. So now Noam Donash comes back in. He will go back to the second line. Here, Guthrie, Morrison. I mean, Collins can almost play third line over Guthrie, who has 6 points in 23 games. Not the greatest lineup there, or line on the third line. Maybe Morrison has a sniper playmaker. I wonder if that might be something of interest. Let's try Guthrie, Heward, Collins on the 4th line, Morrison, Lamb, Jenkins on the 3rd line. How about that? And Kelman, how are you doing, man? Nothing in 8 games yet. Special teams. The Gnome returns. I almost played Jenkins over Lamb, but I need Lamb to get ice time as well. I mean, we could, yeah, hold on. Best lines of special teams. Lock. Special teams. Oh, that's why. Hold on. Take off the locks of the special teams, or the power play, at least, I should say. Okay. Now best lines. Okay. Now lock them up and make your changes. And swap. All right, finally. Not back to full health, but we're healthier. What's a rival game? Edmonton, what's their record? 15-8. 17, yeah, here's a big game against Anaheim. Somehow they're above us in the standing. They're 17-5-3, more games played, but still 17-5-3. We're 16-5-2. Sharks are a good team, 16-8-2. We beat them 3-2. St. Louis beats us 4-1. We're 17-6-2. Somehow in 4th of the NHL, playing the 19-5-3 Anaheim Ducks. Let's do it play by play at ×2 speed. Top scorers, Nickel 15 goals. I mean, they have this guy Erickson with 38 points. Radelli, that's why it's Radelli carrying them. All right, here we go. Two of the best teams in the NHL facing off. Early goal from Woodward, his 7th already from Nickel. There you go, Keith Woodward. What will he do this year? Karakov's 13th, getting a first taste of first-line minutes this season from Nickel and Lindbergh. Lovely. 2-0 Palermo early. Out shooting the Ducks. Oh, there's a goal. Clark, his 100th. Martin gets his 100th assist. This guy Clark makes it a 1-goal game. Okay. Into the second period we go. 3-1. Marini's 14th from Woodward and Nickel. Harris, there we go. Now expanding the lead to a 3-goal cushion. Harris is 5th from Hjort and Woodward. Radelli comes back, though. The Italians facing off against each other, Marini and Radelli. 4-2 here in Palermo. He wants to score in front of his home, a lot of all of his friends here in Italy. Risanen scores, make it a 1-goal game, but Noam Donash says, I'm back, I'm healthy. It's just my 2nd goal of the year, but I'm back. 5-3 as he scores his 2nd from Krupp. This guy Cox makes it a 1 goal. No, 2 goals are Erickson, and then Cox, and it's 5-5. 10 goals scored in the first half of this game. 5 on 16. Now I have 6 on 25. Noam Donash scores his 3rd. Kelman gets his first career point as Krupp and Kelman get the assists on that one. What is going on? 6-5 into the final 10 minutes now. And Marini scores to answer Radelli. His 15th from Lindbergh and McMahon. Sheesh. 7-5 now, and we'll call it a night. Oh, my goodness. Does goaltending exist? Not in this one. 3 assists from Nickel, a goal and 2 assists from Woodward, 2 goals from Marini. Kelman gets his first career point. 38-25, the shots end in this one. And we win 7-5 against one of the best teams in the NHL. Let's go back to the calendar. Actually, no, we just want to advance one more day anyways to check the inbox. Come on. There you go. I might need to close HLM and open it back up. It's starting to lag quite a bit. What are we? 6-3-1 in our last 10. 37 points from Marini through these 26 games. Could he finally win an Art Ross? Silvano. Yeah, it takes quite a while here. All right, let's check the inbox. Here we go. On prospect report. Baxter, 20 points in 21 games. Good. Forget, Zednik, that 4th line potential. Schmidt, 18, 2-1. Okay. Desjardins, 28 and 22 in the AHL. Sorry, the ECHL. The guy we signed here, Walters, 11 and 21. Guerrero, 11 and 21. Orzog with 19 and 21. Okay. Growth. Let's see it. Heward up to an 83. Forget to an 81. Steve Lamb to an 87. Kusa 86. Jenkins 85. Kelman 84. Schmidt 78. Lots of growth over the month of November. Wow. I love to see that. Does it change anything for the lineups in the AHL and ECHL? Still another month of keeping Kelman. I mean, Hakanson might have lost his spot at this point. I don't know. Kelman's an 84, and he's looking good. Only 1 point, but I mean, attribute-wise and growth-wise and all of that. Boy. And in the AHL, any update here? If I say best lines, just a little bit on the defense. Weir goes to the top pair, and Brooks goes to the second. Okay. Do what you will. AHL coaches and ECHL, just a change for the goalies. Okay. Love to see the growth. Back to here. Let's go towards, who do we say? That game against Boston? No, that's not. Is that yet? Hold on. Calendar today. Boston is okay. So we'll sim another month, and then we'll get to Boston at the beginning of January. 4-1 win, 4-2 win. Let's get a chunk of simulation done here. 3-2 win. Yes, against the Ducks, no less. Auto signs all those trainings. Yes, Columbus up next. All-Star break's coming too. Actually, I'm going to pause at the All-Star game. If the game will let me. Yeah, I'll go to player development so that it will stop the game there. AHL work on Weir. Okay, good. So I want to pause to go to the All-Star game. I always forget that it's in December. 24-6-2 is the record. 5-3 win against Columbus. 6-3 win against Pittsburgh. We've won 8 in a row now. Lindsay is finally healthy. Jeff Lindsay got injured last year. Finally healthy. He can be sent down to what? The ECHL probably? He can go start. Yeah, he'll start in the ECHL. He'll go be the ECHL starter. Jeff Lindsay. It's nice. Cancel best lines, and he starts there. Goaltending instantly jumps to 70, 64, 64, 70 now, the attributes in the ECHL. 6-1 win against the Rangers as we go now to the All-Star break, or All-Star game. 6-1 win, yes, we said 9 in a row. Make it 10 in a row as we beat the Stars 3-2. 17-6-2 to now 27-6-2. At the All-Star game, let's see who made it. As we just sim the game, yes. West wins 2-1. Aram Olsen, classic. These All-Star games are always so low scoring because it's always Bergeron and Sulis as the goalies on both sides. Let's see, Western Conference, who made it? We had Hjort, Korotkov, Marini, Nickel, and Woodward. 5 representatives at the All-Star game. Love to see it. All right, let's keep going. We're almost at the game against Boston. 4-1 loss. That's our second time this season where we win 10 in a row and then lose game number 11. Our second 10-game winning streak this year. So 4-1 loss followed by a 6-2 win. Very nice. World Junior lineup looks good. We have a couple of representatives in Italy. We have Lithuania for Rimkus. Cool. Dallas, they beat us 7-6, really. Sim through Mads Lovic and the Senators. Mads Lovic and the Senators. Hakanson is healthy, finally. 5-3 loss. All right, so Hakanson is back, which means what? What do we do with Kelman, who has 5 points in 24 games? If only I could click on him. Roman Kelman. He is 23, has top 4 potential. Trend is excellent. He loves life in the NHL. Can we afford to send him down without it hurting him? Or do we send down Rundqvist? He has 14 points in 39 games, more than Lindbergh and McMahon. That's really tough. Or does Koklachev just have to go down? I don't think he'll get claimed with that AAV. Worst case, we try to trade back for him maybe. because I can't send down Hansen either. At least he'll play. All right, Koklachev, at least he'll play. I don't like that. In the AHL, do I have to send somebody down? No. Best lines. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't like doing it, but Kelman has forced his way in now to an 84 overall. And Hansen is healthy, but can he use, I don't know, can he kick out Kelman or Rundqvist? I don't think so. I don't think he can do it. We're going to keep rolling like that as we go see the Boston Bruins in a Stanley Cup final rematch in a few days' time. Going into the month of January, welcome to the 2045 calendar year. Tampa on the road. By the way, Marini, 57 points right now. Korotkov with 20 goals and 45 points in 39 games. Nickel, 45. Hewart, 39. Woodward, 35. So Woodward playing a half hour per night, but not scoring point per game plus. Marini at 57 in 39. 26 goals from the captain. Il mio capitano, fino alla fine. Okay, Ottawa sign. So a 3-0 loss to start off the 2045 calendar year. Now, yes, at TD Garden, taking on the Bruins, we're 21, 18, and 3 in a Stanley Cup final rematch. Times 2. Who do they have here? Yaskin, 26 goals, tied with Marini. Let's get it going. Here we go. First period in Boston. Power play Bruins killed off. Korotkov scores his 21st from McMahon and Nickel. Alex Korotkov, who was a third-round pick, now a 91 overall first liner. Could he beat the 51 goals he scored last year? I don't know. The pace doesn't look like it just yet. Noam Donash, his 16th of the year on the power play from Krupp and Harris. Noam Donash is at, 18 points in 24 games. So when he's been healthy, yeah, at 15 goals. Noam. Nickel scores his 19th on the power play from Woodward and Korotkov. Keep it rolling. Carpenter gets 1 with 9 seconds to go in the second period. Cale Nickel last year, who scored 45. This year on pace for something. And maybe could he hit 40? I don't know. All right. Guthrie scores his 5th from Lindbergh and McMahon. Harris his 9th from Krupp and Noam Donash. Call it a night. Oh, my goodness. 6-1 the final. Korotkov gets his 22nd. First start of the night from him as we pummel the Bruins by a score of 6-1. Looking for a 30th win next game against the Islanders, by the way. All right, let's keep on going. Who's up here? Anaheim, Edmonton, San Jose. Let's go see the Edmonton Oilers. We'll host them. Let's go see the Oilers, who are a couple spots behind us. No, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. Canada wins the 2044 juniors, by the way. Woo, Yarn, Crow, Crosby, some of our players doing something. Vitali did what he could for Italy, sadly. Mastroianni, 3 points in 4 games. It's nice. Like, 7 or 8 games between now and that spot. A 7-3 win for number 30. 5-4 win. And Morrison's out for a month with a fractured foot. Fantastic. 7-1, 3-2, blah, blah, blah. Lots of wins there. Stringing together lots of wins in January. Okay, so does Heward move up in the lineup? That's a big question. Who gets the call up? Huang comes back? Yeah, so Huang will come back. Collins, Huang, Heward, Lamb, Jenkins. Got to give Heward the ice time, I guess. So that's what we'll do. Morrison's out for 40 days. 40 days and 40 nights. All right, Huang's going to get a good chance in the NHL then. 7-1, 3-2, 2-1, 7-1. Keep it going. 35-10-2 is the record. Will we beat last year of 54? I sure hope so. 7-3 win, 36-10-2. Let's go see the one. There's a Victoire having a media availability tomorrow. We're getting a medical update on. Really? Well, that's not good. I'm Marie-Philippe Poulin. All right, here we go against the Oilers. That is not good for the Victoire. 1-0 Oilers early. No Harry Archer, but Oilers score. What's up in the Discord here? Any updates here? A lot of teams are calling on Marchenko. They have to overpay, though. 2-0 Oilers now. Golden gets another. The Maple Leafs wanted number 4 and one of the Blackhawks' top players for Matthew Nyes. So it would have been Nazar or Frondel and 4 for Matthew Nyes. Come on, that's crazy. One name to keep an eye on this week is Mason McTavish. We discussed the situation today. Blah, blah, blah. Golden, yeah, if Golden was here. Hearing Blues, they are investigating the price for Matthew Nyes. Still steep. 4 to 5 teams involved. Check in on Pettersson and will be involved at Hurricanes. Get serious with unloading Nikishin. What? I think Yermo Kiklana had 3 teams. The Sharks had 9th. Rangers had 5. Chicago had 4. So, hey, they played them all off each other. Makes sense. All right. Anyways, in the end, this one ends 2-0. One of the best goalies in the NHL, Angelo Hillier, posts a shutout against Palermo. Ellsworth did well, but not well enough as we dropped that one by a score of 2-1. Let's keep on rolling. Do you want to go through the All-Star? No, let's just go to the second. Let's get done with January and see the update. Move into February. Hjort out for a week. Okay. Hjort out for a week. So, you know what? Hakansen, like old times, back to the top pair. Like old times. Let's visit the Sens and Lovik. Yeah, okay, good call. We'll do that. We will do that in February. 4-1 win, 3-2 overtime loss, 5-3 loss, 4-2 loss. Yeah, we need Hjort back. Thank you, Victor Hjort. Welcome back. Lock him in. Special units. Hjort is there. Hjort is there. Okay, good. But why is McMahon on the power play? Get Jenkins in there. Some growth I'm seeing already. Woo, baby. I'm already seeing some growth. All right. We've lost 4 of the last 5 here. 6-3 and 1 in the last 10. 5-3 win to get back on the horse. Good. Then we lose 5-4 against the Preds, of course. 5-4 and 1 in our last 10. 38-14 and 3 is the record. Marini is at 70 points through what? 53 games? No, 30, 41, 55 games, what am I saying? Into February. My goodness, this takes long. Do 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 do. Hey, we're at like 40 seconds here. Where are the flashing iPad lights to keep my attention with the Subway Surfer and the Family Guy clips? And all that for... Oh, no, we already knew that we lost 5-4. What are these trade offers for Walters? Why does everyone want Walters so badly? What is with this guy? He's just a top 6 prospect. Why does everyone want this guy so badly? I mean, I guess they're cap dumps. I don't know what. All right, inbox. Here we go. Let's see the growth here. Not too much. Actually, no, what? Steve Lamb up to an 89 and Kelman to an 86. That's why they have to stay in the NHL. Oh, my goodness. Lamb 89 and Kelman 86. Steve Lamb, who was a first-round pick once upon a time, growing very nicely, but soon out of a contract. We should have signed him earlier, probably. Steve Lamb will be a tough one to sign. I don't know if we can keep him even. And Kelman, 86 overall, Roman Kelman, who was a third-round pick. Those third-round picks grow pretty nicely. 14 points in 13 games in the AHL this year, but 13 points in 40 games in the NHL this year. Offensive defenseman Roman Kelman. Great growth. And prospect report, Baxter, 51 points in 47 games. Good. Forget, Zednik, Schmidt is 31-9-1. OHL 71 points from Lanka. ECHL Lindsay 10-4-2. Okay, Desjardins. Love to see it, most certainly so. But still stuck as third line center. Steve Lamb is. Jenkins at an 85 is lovely as well. Kelman 86. The future of the decor here. And still more in the AHL. All right, let's go back to the calendar. And we will jump to the game against the Sens. We said yes. So quiet month in February with the World Cup break. 6-3 win, followed by one last 3-2 overtime win. Marini makes it to Team Italy. Love to see it. Lots of representatives. US, UK, Switzerland, Sweden. Noam Danash is still out there. Slovakia, a couple for Russia. Denmark, Hjort. No more of that classic Lovic selection. Always used to count on that one. Auto-assign those trainings. I got to update the scouting reports as well. And the U.S. wins the 2044 World Cup. 5 points in 6 games from Nickel. Woodward is a World Cup champion. Is that his first World Cup? I wonder. 4 points from Marini. No, that's his 5th World Cup. My apologies. Keith Woodward continuing to pad the Hall of Fame resume. Koklachev got to play. That's nice. Kusa even looked great too for Finland. Wow. Crazy numbers for Kusa, actually. Well done. 4-0 shutout win, as we say welcome back from that. Roland Morrison is healthy. Now, do we send down Heward, who has 8 points in 27 games? Okay. Everybody okay? We're all still here? Good. Kusa's only played 12 games. The numbers aren't even that good. Anyways, so does Morrison come back into the lineup? Yes. Who comes out? Do we send Huang back to the AHL? Can't even find that many Huangs. The Mets have committed 6 errors tonight. You what? Why can't I exit this? Oh my goodness. What's his name? Why can't I click on him? Why can't I click on him? Low top 9 Huang. Do we send him down? Collins would be easy to send down, yeah. But he's orange. Maybe it would be better. Would it be green in the AH anywhere else? No, it wouldn't be green anywhere. All right. Dave Huang, just go back to the AHL. I'm not going to stress over this. Best lines. Morrison goes back to get the blue chemistry going. Heward goes back here. Yes. Lock him in there. Welcome back. Still only 20. Yeah, also true. And let's put Jenkins back on the power play. Thank you. AHL lines. Now with what's his name back. There you go. Huang back on the first line with Baxter. Good. Forget. Koklachev. They are 36-12-3 in the AHL and 35-12-3 in the ECHL. Wild. Alrighty. Let's go see the Sens on the road against Mads Lovic and the Senators. Our old friend Mads Lovic. Avalanche game before then, we beat them 3-2. Senators are 33-21-3. Lovic is leading their team in plus minus. How's he doing this year? Mads Lovic has 31 points in 57 games, getting more ice time. Happy to see that for him. Good for him, man. Good guy. Mads Max. And let's fly through it a little faster, though. Times 4. 1-0 Marini starts it off. His 36th from Nickel and Korotkov. Love that top line. 1-0 Palermo. 2-0 now to end off the period. Krupp's 15th from Noam Donash and Harris. Noam Donash not doing much assisting this year. Second period begins on the power play. Marini scores even strength, though, his 37th of the year and second of the night. Nickel's 38th assist is the lone assist on that one. Krupp scores his 16th, and Noam Donash, his 11th assist of the season, now puts him 6th all-time in Palermo Portobello assists. Sundblad gets one back for the Senators, make it a 4-1 game. Tierney makes it a 4-2 game, scoring late, 25 seconds left in the period. It was Krupp's 16th from Harris and Noam Donash, by the way. 4-2 into the final 10 minutes. Horn makes it a 1-goal game. Senators fighting back from down 4-0 to now down 4-3, but Nichols 31st on the power play from Woodward and Korotkov gives us back the cushion. Hold on, Lovic on the power play against his old team. 17th goal from Mads Lovic. Collapsing late, but we hang on for the 5-4 victory. Shoo. Goal and 2 assists from Nickel. Noam Donash now 6th all-time in assists for the Palermo Portobellos. He's first all-time in points, though. Crazy. All-time in points, Noam Donash, number 1 in franchise history. Lovic assist on assist. Oh, didn't see that. A goal and an assist from Lovic. We'll look at the franchise records and all that at the end of year number 20 here. Let's keep on going to the end of the year. Let's get into March, get the last update. Let's sim through all of February. Actually, no, the next update is about to come here on March 2nd. That's the last update. Certified Portobello. Yes. I like that. That could be a merch idea. All right. No, thank you. In Las Vegas for a 4-3 win. In Vancouver for a 8-2 win. Okay. We are 45-14-3. 82 points for Marini. Locking in a point per game plus season at the deadline. Before the deadline even. Or at the deadline, I guess it is, right? Deadline was the first. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Point per game lock by the deadline. 39 goals, short 48 assists. He was even injured for a little bit too. Into March, last update here. Update the scouting. I'm going to sleep here. How long it takes to transfer over the months. You can do it, game. You can do it, HLM. I believe in you. You can do it. Any other World Cup games going on right now? Check the update on them while we're waiting. Who's playing right now? Mexico and Czech Republic. That's 0-0 at half. All right, we made it. Now, last update in the inbox. Prospect report. Zednik, 58 points. Forget, 57. Baxter, 56 and 52. Huang has 43 and 30 when playing in the AHL. That's nuts. Plus the NHL numbers. 36, 9 and 3 from Schmidt. Vitali 7.52. Olsen is 0-4 and 0. Okay, not playing very much. And in the ECHL, Lindsay 13, 6 and 2 with okay numbers. More growth. Lamb, Kusa to an 87. Weir to an 81. There you go. A little more growth. And 3 stars of the month. Nickel is the second star of February with 7 goals and 13 points in 7 games. Zygmunt's Voivode is the rookie star of the month. So last update to the scouting. Renee, I didn't notice that. 50 and 51. Who are these guys? Look at the league leaders while we're here. So Marini is 3rd in league points. Crazy. Ovechkin has 90 points in 62 games. Wait, who has Rene 50 and 51? What are you referring to there? I thought someone had 50 goals. Oh, hey, in the prospect report. That's why. I'm sorry. Goaltending, Ellsworth still doing what he can. Not the greatest numbers, but doing what he can. So Rene, who we weren't impressed with at the draft, has 50 points in 51 games. Thanks for catching that. Time for bed. Last updates. Now that there's one more jump in overalls and whatnot, we got to wait for Baxter to get healthy in the AHL and the ECHL. No changes there. All right. Continuing on post deadline to the end of the season. At this point, yeah, just go to the end of the year. We want to get to the playoffs and wrap up this 20th season. Life is good. All right, 5-4 overtime win. Miguel Baxter is back and healthy. Best lines. 3-2 win against Colorado. We've now won, 9 in a row? We've won 10 in a row twice this year, both times ending after that and losing the 11th game. Can we get to 10 and 11 plus? Nickel fractures his leg and he's out for a month. Oh, my goodness. Just when we thought we were ready to sim. We'll call up playing again. Now, do we play Krupp with Marini and Korotkov or Noam Donash? No, you know what? Then we keep the playmaker with Noam Donash, Harris. I know Harris is the playmaker. What if we try Lamb? That might be interesting. Harris, I don't want to demote him. I just want to try Lamb in a second line role. So Lamb, keep in mind, 35 in 64. Someone, can you write that in the chat there, Hamzy, if I could bother you? 35 in 64. Let's see what Lamb does to end off the year as second line center. We'll keep the rest of the lines like that. Actually, Heward will move up unless the power forward should stay. All right, Huang will play third line NHL minutes. Thanks, Hobbsy. 84 overall. Heward will stay fourth line center. And Heward will get a third line spot. We'll try it. And on the power play, you know what? Kelman can come get some ice time here. Or should it be Lindbergh? Lindbergh's been struggling. You know what? Lindbergh needs the jump. Lindbergh will play right here. Yes. Exactly. And on defense, that's where... would it be Krupp or Lamb? I'll give Krupp the ice time. All right. There you go. Lock it up. And we'll keep on going as Nickel is out for 42 days. That is a brutal injury. Harris. Oh, does Harris not have power play time? No. Yeah, he does. He's second line center, is he not? Yes. Harris has power play time. All right, let's try and get to the end of the year now at this point again. 47, 14, and 3 is the record. Here we go. 5-4 loss in the first game with that new lineup. Lovely. Back-to-back 5-4 losses and an 8-3 win. Okay, at least there's that. 5-3 loss. So 5-4, 5-4, 5-3 losses. 3 of the last 4 games. 3-2 overtime win. Squeeze out that, thankfully. Life without Kale Nickel is going to hurt. 3-2 win. 2-1 win. All of our wins by 1 goal. All right, by 3 goals. 4-1 win against the Islanders. 8-2 loss to humble us. 9-3 win to pump us back up and fill our ego. 4-2 win. 5-2 win. Marini hits 100 points. Congrats. Another 100-plus point season from our captain. We pass points-wise for comparison. Thank you, Hobbsy. What am I trying to say? That is a... we've surpassed how many wins we had last year of 54 as we get to a 55 win season now with still 3-6, still 8 games left or whatever it might be. Into April now. Hopefully it doesn't hurt Harris too much. I'm hoping that it'll help Lamb as opposed to hurt Harris. 54 and 64. Thank you. Harris was doing great. I really hope I'm not hurting him. I don't mean to. I just want to see, because if Lamb is going to be getting big money, let's put him in a bigger role and see if he runs with it. Update still 0-0 between the Czech Republic and Mexico in the 54th minute. All right, continuing on. Thank you. 5-2 win, 10-3 win, 4-3 win, 6-2 win, 5-2 win. Oh my goodness, now the wins keep coming. Thank you. Just had to open the floodgates of getting past the simulation. Nickel is healthy. That's what we needed to see to end off this season. All right, so 35 and 64. Lamb plays, so he gets 13 points in 15 games, while Harris gets 12 points. Am I reading that right? Am I reading that right? Got it. 57 from Noam Donash. Morrison, 21. Guthrie, I don't know. Heward at 32 points in the year. Heward's been really good. All right, so now Huang will go back to the AHL. And Nickel comes back in to first line minutes. Noam Donash plays with Krupp. Jenkins. Yeah, we'll switch Harris back up, I think. Good to see from Lamb, though. I almost put Heward here. I really want to try Heward. Maybe you know what? Maybe it works. Guthrie, Morrison, Collins, Heward, Lamb, Jenkins. Not the blue chemistry, but he's been a shooter. Let's try him. Does Kelman help the maybe Kelman should be playing second pair, McMahon plays third pair. Let's try that too. Instead of red and blue chemistry, let's try green and yellow chemistry. Green and orange, whatever you want to call it. Kelman to the second pair, now he's an 86. What a story he's been. Lindbergh, 25 points. Not bad. I mean, maybe Jenkins comes off the power play. He's had a good sophomore year, though. But we need to get Nickel in. So Noam Donash will swap with Nickel. Who's going to be coming out? I think we'll take off the playmaker. So Nickel goes back to the first unit, of course. Noam Donash can go back here. On the penalty kill, Nickel at 90 goes there. And lock them all up. Okay, I think that's it. Sheesh, all these things. Last game of the season now. We are 59, 18, and 3. Can we win the last game of the year? No, we're 60, 18, and 3. All right, great. We're 60, 18, and 3. We've surpassed 60-plus wins once again. Great to know. We are 9-1 and 0 in our last 10 games. We're on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game win streak, taking on the 45, 27, and 9 Nashville Pred. Oh, I didn't mean to just sim the whole game. I'm sorry. But we win 4-3 in overtime. Sorry about that. So no goals in the first. Nashville scores. Noam Donash answers with his 38th. Nashville goes back up. Nickel ties it. Welcome back on the power play, 36th. Then Harris, his 18th on the power play from Krupp and Lamb, 50-plus assists. Heckel ties it with 18 seconds left before Silvano Marini wins in overtime with 28 seconds left in overtime. His 52nd goal of the year from Hjort and Nickel. And Palermo wins 4-3 in overtime. Nickel with 2 points in his return to the lineup. Harris 2 points in his return to the second line. Lovely. And the season ends officially with a record of 61, 18, and 3. It's been a couple of years since we've gotten 60-plus wins, so great to be back. And in round one, we will be facing, of course, our old friends, the Winnipeg Jets. Obobaifo and Bergeron and Aram Olsen. Welcome back to the Winnipeg Jets. They have basically, and Obobaifo is a star, the first star of the week to end off the season in fine form. Exactly what we needed to see. Oh my goodness. Those are the points, though, to wrap things up. All right. So Marini, back-to-back years of finishing second in league scoring. Ovechkin has 120. Marini has 113. Oh, my goodness. Most goals, also Ovechkin. Radelli second. Marini third in league scoring, goal scoring with 52 goals. The Adam Oates will go to Gavin McKenna with 71 assists in New Jersey. How about that? Amongst defensemen, Zidlicki with the most points, 87. Woodward second and Hewitt third, 79 and 78 points respectively. Just perfection. Real deal Prime's created player. And for the goaltending, Hillier with 52 wins, Ellsworth with 47. Not the greatest numbers. 3 shutouts, allowing 3.82 goals above expected. Not the greatest year from Ellsworth, but he is still trucking along at 36 years of age. He has appeared in over 1,000 NHL games. Oh my goodness. Keith Ellsworth growing up in the 2056 class, coming to see him. Wow. Rookie. No, it won't show us. Rookie scoring. Let's see. Anyone from Palermo? Heward with his 32 points. So yeah, speaking of which, let's see just Palermo scoring. What a year it was. As Marini has his 113 points. Yes, now over 1,000 career points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive 100-plus point seasons. 1 point shy of his, 2 points shy of his career high. 115. Alex Korotkov, lower goal scoring season, but 92 points from him in a first line role. 10 more points getting to the first line, but just less goals. 37 goals, 55 assists. We'll still take that. Cale Nickel, 36 goals and 79 points in just 65 games played. Woodward point per game, Hewitt point per game, 79 and 79, 78 and 78. Hildebrand Krupp, 73 points from him. Down from last year. A little less ice time, but down from last year. I guess with Korotkov not on his line anymore, I guess that's what it was. Probably. Harris, 68 in 82. Noam Donash, 58 in 66. Steve Lamb, 32 goals and 49 points. Okay. Playing a bit more than last year, scored 10 more goals, 1 more point. Jenkins, 45 points in his sophomore year, much better than last season. I mean, playing 43 seconds more per night, he scores 12 more points. We'll take it. Angelo Jenkins looked good. Heward in his rookie year, 19 goals, 32 points. Guthrie, 27 down on the fourth line. Real Divinity, welcome to the stream, my friend. Lindbergh, 25 points. Johan Lindbergh, not as much as last year. More ice time, but less power play time. Could that be what it was? Maybe for Johan Lindbergh on a big contract. He's got to earn it. Collins with his fourth line potential. Julian Collins scores 25 points. 20 from McMahon. 19 in 67 from Kelman. 16 in 44 from Dave Huang, who also has 43 points in 32 games down in the AHL. Hakanson, just 3 points in 19 games, sadly. And Ellsworth goes 47, 15, and 3. 900 save percentage, 2.75 goals against average. Funny thing I just saw on Twitter, the Vancouver Canucks unfollowed the Dallas Mavericks on Instagram. That's funny. And Kusa, up to an 87 overall or whatever, 14 and 3, but 895 save percentage and 2.85 goals against average. Can't catch a break with these guys. Is Huang playing in the AHL? Did I fix the lines after I sent him back down? I hope I did. Man, come on. I'm sorry about that. Just sitting there, not playing. I think it was only for a day. Yeah, what am I saying? And then the standings. So is it another President's Trophy? Yes, it is. Palermo once again finishing number 1 in the NHL. Back to our 60-plus winning ways. And we can now say through 20 years, we will officially finish with a record of 1,640 games played, 685 wins, 861 losses, 94 overtime shootout losses, goal differential of negative 2,137. So those first 10 years were brutal. Even the next 10 years of success couldn't help us. That's really funny. But yes, number 1 in the NHL. Very happy to see that. And on a 9-game win streak as well. in the conference, wild card, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So here we are against the Winnipeg Jets, game 1, round 1 of the 2045 year number 20 final postseason. Looking at the Winnipeg Jets and their lineup, all familiar faces, I would imagine. They went 41, 31, and 10 on the year, by the way. Yeah, here they are. Aram Olsen, Obobaifo, Evert, Bergeron. Here they all are. Former Portobello, Sean Watts. Coombe is out for the entire series, and Watts as well. So maybe that will help us. I don't know. Lower overall team, 86, 85, 93. But they have one of the best goalies in hockey history. So let's get on it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1, round 1, year 20 postseason. Jets and Portobellos facing off in round 1 in the 10 years now. First shot of the postseason. It's fourth line Collins from Hjort and Woodward scoring 55 seconds in. 1-0 Palermo. So yes, through our 10 years, this is what? Like the 7th time that we face off against Winnipeg? I don't know. Pitts scores for the Jets, and it's 1-1 after 20. Let's go. We need our top guys. Who will the top dog be in the last postseason? 2 quick goals. Collins, his second. And then Marini, the fourth line potential on the fourth line rookie, scores the first 2 goals of the postseason. Then Tony, whatever. It's a hat trick for Collins from Guthrie and McMahon. Are you kidding me? Julian Collins, a second-round pick in 2038 with fourth line potential, scores a hat trick in his first ever playoff game. Hold on, the Jets scored twice in the third now. Bauer scores twice, I should say. And now it's a 4-4 game with 5 minutes to go. Off to overtime. Shots 50-27. Please, come on. Power play Jets killed off halfway through the first overtime. Power play Jets killed off again. They're 1 for 4. We're 0 for 4. Double overtime. 64 shots. Please win this. Power play Jets killed off. And it's the Jets that win game 1. Obobaifo. Shots and 71-47. And Bergeron somehow has a .944 save percentage. We squander a fourth liner hat trick. Julian Collins with the 3-goal night. Come on, Ellsworth. 71 shots. We lose 5-4 in double overtime. Ellsworth, please, you bum. And someone else, can you score, please? Not just the fourth line? First shot of the game goes in. Noam Donash, Mr. Postseason from Krupp and Harris. Noam Donash, by the way, who has, in his playoff career, 81 goals in 143 playoff games. Let's go. 1-0 as Noam Donash opens up the scoring from Krupp and Harris, the 2 playmakers on his line. Second period begins now. John Bergeron. It's crazy. Marini, his second in as many games from nickel. 2-1 Palermo. All right. Obobaifo picking up where he left off. 2-1 as he puts something on the board for the Jets. There's something about Palermo Julians. Yeah, Julian Noam Donash and Julian Collins, the 2 postseason machines. Good catch there, Hobbsy. Jiang makes it a 2-2 game, so our 2 goals are quickly evaporated. 2-2 power play. Palermo killed off. Third period now, tied at 2. Power play Jets killed off. Both teams are 0 for 2. 15 minutes to go. 3-2. It's Marini, the captain. Thank you. Puts us up from McMahon and Nickel. Could that be enough, though? 3-2 with 10 minutes to go. We're not done yet. Final 4 minutes. Marini completes the hat trick. He says, hey, the fourth liner can get a hat trick last game. I can get a hat trick this game. Marini from Nickel and Woodward puts it to bed. Nickel scores from Marini and Korotkov just for fun. And this one ends 5-2 the final. Marini, 3 goals and 4 points. Nickel, a goal and 3 assists for 4 points. Krakow with the lone assist. 5-2 Palermo victory. This series is tied at 1. Yeah, we're already at 2 hours 18. Let's get some ×4 speed simulations going here. Let's do it. Game 3 in Winnipeg in this best of 5 series. Harris once again, early goal. Harris from Krupp. In the first couple shots, we're up 1-0. Heward, his first career playoff goal, makes it 1-1. Aram Olsen answers back. It's 2-1 now. 2-1 into the final couple minutes here. Second period beginning. Outshooting the Jets 26-10. Cale Nichols, second of the postseason power play from Hjort, puts us up 3-1. 4-1. Harris on the power play. Again, our third power play. But we're 3 for 3 on the power play. Harris from Lindbergh. Lovely. 4-1 into the third period. Hold on. Don't count them out just yet. Obabaifo, of course, makes it a 1-goal game. Of course he does. Zhang makes it a 1-goal game. As they have 3 on 17 and we have 4 on 38. 10 minutes to go now into the final 3 minutes. No! Zhang scores with 6 seconds left. And we're headed to overtime. Oh my goodness. Please, we got to win this one. We lose game 1 overtime. Power play Jets killed off. Double overtime. Again, our second double overtime game. And our second double overtime loss as Zhang scores a hat trick. Zhang scores the last 3 goals of this game. They were down 4-2. Zhang scores 4-3. Zhang scores 4-4. Zhang scores 5-4 double overtime. Mohamed Zhang from Longueuil. Interesting. And we lose another double overtime thriller. Another 70-plus shot night. 73-45 the shots end. And now Nickel has a 6-day shoulder injury as well. You got to be kidding me. Cale Nickel. All right, so Korotkov, Marini, Krupp. Jenkins will move up. And Huang will come into the lineup, I guess. Call him up and slap. No, doesn't work, eh? Red chemistry. Morrison, no, red and red. Sniper, 2-way power. Really? Oh, no, it's green. Yeah, it's green. Okay. Do you have a veteran on the blue line? Hakanson comes in here. Why not? Hakanson, get in there, man. And on the power play, Jenkins goes like that. Tony Kill. Krupp. What a joke. All right, down 2-1. Not just being down 2-1, but the way that we're losing these games. Here we go for game 4 in Winnipeg. ×4. Start off that early goal again. Let's do it. No early goal. It's Zhang scoring his 4th goal in the last 2 periods. Actually, no, with the double overtime, whatever. Obabaifo makes it 2-0. Send help, please. Second period. Shots 15-10. Of course, we have to run into the best goalie in NHL history. Lamb on the power play from Krupp gives us some life. We're down 2-1. Moving into the Edwards. Edwards for the Jets. 3-1 Winnipeg. And that's it. Hold on. Steve Lamb, hold on a second. Shots are 38-27. And we're down by 1. Let's go ×1 speed. And let's see what we can do with this lineup. Steve Lamb scores again. Let's swap Lamb to second line center. And McMahon to second pair D. More defensive on that second pair, maybe. Okay. Final 6 minutes to go. Yes! Lindbergh! Oh, what are the changes that I made? Lindbergh moves to the third pair and scores to tie this game from Harris. GM Data makes the call down to the bench. And a power play to start overtime, no less. Killed off by the Jets. Our 3rd overtime game in 5 meetings in this first round so far. Or no, sorry, this is game 4, right? And Hakanson wins it in overtime! What? The veteran! 2 changes that GM Data made. Lindbergh to the third pair. There's the tying goal. Put Hakanson in this lineup, and he gets the game-winning goal. William Hakanson, the 37-year-old, spent his whole life in Palermo, 1,300 games played. He scores his 18th career playoff goal and his 98th career playoff point. The 3-time Stanley Cup champion, William Hakanson, wins it in overtime, and that just changed this series. Now a 2-2 series, not down 3-1. We are tied 2 games apiece. All right, we won't change anything else. We'll keep the games, the lineup as they are, as it is. Can't speak. What a start. Sorry. What a finish. Why can't I speak? What a finish. Hjort scores on the power play from Woodward and Marini to start game 5 back in Palermo. 2-2 series, best of 3. Power play for the Jets killed off, but LaBelle scores shortly after. 1-1 game now. 1-1 game with 5 minutes to go. All right, into the second period on the power play. There you go. Korotkov's first of the playoffs. Welcome to the playoffs, man. 5th game, and you finally score a power play goal from Korotkov. We'll take it. 12 minutes to go. Kelman scores his first career playoff goal from Hjort. 3-1 Palermo now. And Hjort his second from Harrison Huang. Huang, this guy's crazy. 4-1. Jiang makes it 4-2. This game is not over yet. We know that for sure. Into the third period, we go with a 2-goal cushion. Shots 33-19. Power play Jets killed off. 35-21. Now final 10 minutes. Power play Jets. Crazy extended opportunity. They end 0 for 8 on the power play. And we win 4-2 as Hjort has 2 points for first star honors. And we are now up 3-2 with a chance to end the series. We were about to be down 3-1, but now we are up 3-2 with a chance to end it in Winnipeg in game 6. Here we go for game 6. In Winnipeg. Quick goal from Marini, the captain, his 5th from Korotkov and Krupp. We're up 1-0. Very good. Very good. 2-0. Krupp, his first from Marini and Hjort. Okay. We say thank you very much. 2-0. We're breaking through Bergeron. We're breaking through him. Lamb, his 3rd from Hjort and Woodward. 3-13 on John Bergeron as the Jets are on the brink of elimination in Winnipeg, no less. It's getting too late now. Pitt scores to get Winnipeg on the board, but Korotkov answers for Marini and Krupp, and it's back to being a 3-goal game. 5 minutes to go. Third period now, up by 3. Can this be the end of round 1? And it looks like it will be. Aram Olsen makes a 2-goal game with 9 minutes to go, though. Do the Jets have enough left in the tank? I don't think so. Marini puts it to bed. His 6th from Krupp and Korotkov. Ladies and gentlemen, we survived the scare, and we are through to the second round. Krupp scores another on the power play unassisted. We are through to round 2. Zubov gets another for the Jets, make it 6-3 now. 3-22. 4. Oh, my goodness. Ellsworth was not good at all. We have to score 6 goals on the best goal in NHL history to get the win. Krupp, 2 goals, 5-point night from Krupp, 4-point night from Marini, 3-point night from Korotkov. Data's starting to stumble. We've been live for a while. Yeah, that's when you know. 6-4 win. I think we start round 2 with Kusa. I'm not impressed at all with Ellsworth. Give just game 1 to Kusa. And we'll go from there. All right, in round 1, through those 6 games, 10 points from Marini, 8 from Krupp, 6 from Hjort and Harris and Korotkov. 5 points in 3 games from Nickel, 5 from Woodward. Quiet year from Woodward. 4 from Lamb to be the second leading point scorer amongst defensemen, yeah. Jenkins, 0 points in 6 games, just like last postseason. This guy hates the playoffs. Last year, 2 points in 21 games. Now officially, he has 2 points in 27 playoff games. How is that possible? Noam Donash, just the 1 goal in 6 games as well. Come on. As Ellsworth has an .894 save percentage, allowing 3.15 goals above expected. Nickel back for the start of round 1, as we knew that was going to happen. Do we take out? I don't know. Who do we take out here? Huang had 2 points in 3 games. Jenkins on that second line, the top 6, can't get it done. Man. Nickel comes back in, but for who? Huang's going to stay. Collins is going to stay. For Morrison, Guthrie, or Jenkins. We'll take out the 2-way forward. Guthrie's going to come out. I might take out Jenkins. It sounds bananas, says Hobbsy. I'm going to give him the start of round 2 in the third line role and see if that helps him. Hold on. Nickel, Marini, Korotkov. I mean, Krupp, that first line looked good. I think I'm going to go Nickel, Marini, Korotkov. Yeah. Nickel, Marini, Korotkov. Noam Donash, Lamb, Korotkov. No, we need Harris as the playmaker. Noam Donash, Harris, Korotkov. Then Lamb, Jenkins, and who? Morrison? For the blue chemistry. Heward takes it away. Huang would keep it as well. Then on the fourth line. No, so let's do that. Blue, 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 green. Who has to play here to get the chemistry better? It's because of the right side. That's probably why. Yeah, that's why. Okay. So that'll be the lineup moving into the beginning of round 2. And Kusa will start game 1. Special teams. Jenkins comes off for sure now. Nickel back here. There we go. All right. We're ready for round 2. And in round 2, let's see who we'll be facing. Now I have to wait again. Let's see. Update in the FIFA game here. Uh, 2-0 Mexico in the 81st minute. Wow. Okay. They pulled away there. Okay. So round 2. Let me guess. Edmonton or Anaheim, right? That's going to be what it is, I guess. So we're out to play a 55-plus win team in round 2. Thanks to those of you who are hanging out here. We're at over 2.5 hours. We're trying to go all the way to win the Stanley Cup here in the finale of this Draft to Glory series. Edmonton Oilers, of course, now after facing Bergeron, now have to face Angelo Hillier and Harry Archer. So the Oilers, who went 57-23-2, the top 2 teams in the NHL, the top 2 teams in the National Hockey League, have to face off in the second round against each other. Make it make sense. Let's see this Oilers lineup. Another team that is a heavy, heavy rival in this series. So, of course, Leibowitz, Archer, Evans, Beauchesne, Park, Cahoon. Of course, Archer being the big one. What kind of year did Harry Archer have? Quiet, 46 goals and 102-point year from Harry Archer. On defense, Lynn and Mitchell. And then 95 overall, Angelo Hillier, who won the Vezina last year. 930 save percentage, 2.28 goals against average. What? 52-15-2. Huh? He was a third-round pick once upon a time. So there are the Oilers. Let's do it. Game 1 of round 2 against a heavy rival. Who's this guy? A. Ovechkin. Artem Ovechkin. A different A. Ovechkin. Let's get this party started. Game 1 in Palermo. Second round starts now. Golden scoring for the Oilers to start off. Great. Oh, boy. Falling asleep now. Well, not really falling asleep. I'm just getting tired. Not falling asleep. Cahoon scores to make it 2-0 Edmonton to the first 20 minutes. 2-11 on Kusa. Huang scores his first career playoff goal from Woodward and Hewart. All right. We have some life. Power play Edmonton, that's killed off halfway through this game. Shots are 29-16 as Korotkov scores to tie this game. His third from Noam Donash and Harris. Noam Donash now has a goal and an assist in the playoffs. That's nice. 2-2 to begin the third period. Nickel puts us up. Welcome back from injury. Nickel's third from Marini and Krupp. From down 2-0 to up 3-2. Makes sense that bloodline can't have defensemen. Yeah, it can't be related to Alex Ovechkin. 3-2 the final. What a push to end it off. From down 2-0, the Palermo Portobellos push to win 3-2. Woodward with the first star honors with 1 assist. Okay. And 27 saves on 29 shots from Kusa. Oh, no, but Hjort is injured for 2 weeks. Victor Hjort out for 2 weeks. Oh, that was what killed us a couple of years ago in the playoffs when Hjort went down to injury. I guess Kelman will play top pair. Or McMahon. No. Lindbergh and Woodward on the top pair. Kelman and McMahon on the second pair. Hakansen and Rundqvist on the third pair. As Hjort is out for 13 days. So who comes in on the power play? Hjort has 87 offense. You know what? Yeah, Hjort. Why not? We'll go Lamb to the point over here. And Hjort to the point over here. Yeah. And for the penalty kill, Kelman with 86. Yeah. So he'll go here. Yep. All right. Those are the lines until Hjort gets back. Big win, up 1-0 in the series. We want to go 2-0 with a win game 2. Here we go. We have 5 shots on net to start the period. Nothing happens, and they get their second shot, and Lynn scores in the power play. 2-0. 2 goals on 5 shots. Goodbye. 2 goals on 5 shots for the Oilers. Why is Ellsworth in? I wanted Kusa to start. That's why. Ellsworth, the fraud. 2 goals on 5 shots for Ellsworth to begin. I don't know why he was starting. I guess because rotate was turned on. I don't know. Lamb, his 4th from Lindbergh and Jenkins with 10 seconds left in the first to give us hopefully some momentum into the second period. There you go. That is exactly it. Jenkins scores his first point of the playoffs from McMahon and Lamb. Then Archer gets his first goal of the series, his 3rd in the power play, putting the Oilers back up 3-2 now. As that's the first goal against Kusa. 1 on like 15 shots. 3-3 Nickel on the power play, his 4th from Marini and Woodward. 3-3 game. 4-3 Leibowitz scores his first of the playoffs. Oh. Into the 3rd and final period. No, Bo Chesner makes it 5-3. 5 on 23. Both goalies falling apart. 6-3 Oilers. Power play, Palermo killed off. 6-3 the final. Oh, second point. He assisted on Lamb's goal. Thank you, Jenkins. No Hjort is a big blow as we allow 6 goals. Yeah, both goalies are terrible. Let's try Kelman on the top pair. Yeah. No words after that one. 1-1 series, best of 5 now, headed to game 3 in Edmonton. Here we go against the Oilers. First shot of the night goes in. Nickel from Krupp and Marini. Thank you very much. Cale Nickel willing this team to the conference final. Come on. Power play Oilers killed off. Power play Palermo killed off. 5 minutes to go. Power play Oilers. And that's a power play goal from Park, who ties the game at 1 late in the first period. And we're off to the second. All right. Here we go. Shots 14-10 for Palermo. Power plays on both sides killed off. Oilers are 1 for 5 now. As Evans scores the even strength, Oilers are up 2-1. They're 1 for 5. We're 0 for 3 on the power play. Third period now. Power play Palermo killed off. Power play Oilers killed off. Power play Palermo final 10 minutes killed off. We need something late. 1 on 36. Late power play. We get 1 on 38. 37 saves from Hillier. Come on. It's such a good team. When you run into a rock-solid goaltender, it's so hard to get through them. All right. Down 2-1 in the series. Down 2-1 in the series. I think after this, we're just going to end that. We'll do maybe a wrap-up stream for the 20-year records. Harrier. I don't know if I'm too out of my mind. to want to look through all the all-time records. Where are the goal scorers? Noam Donash, thank you. His second on the power play. Where are Noam Donash's? Where is the top 6 goal scoring? Not just points, goal scoring. Krupp, his third. Thank you. From Woodward and Marini, it's 2-1 Palermo now. Power play killed off. Goal apiece. Nickel, his 6th. Then Cahoon answers back. 3-2. It remains 1 goal in difference. Heward on the power play from Noam Donash and Harris. Okay, I see you, Heward. Then Park scores on power play. The Oilers are 2 for 3. Both teams are 2 for 3 on the power play. 4 of the 7 goals on the power play. Beauchesne scores. Edmonton 3 for 5 on the power play now. 4-4 game. Heward on the power play. His 4th of the playoffs and 2nd of the night from Krupp and Harris. This is crazy. We are 3 for 4 on the power play. The Oilers are 3 for 6. 6 of the 9 goals tonight. Oh my goodness. Oilers 5-5. The last 5 goals in a row have been on the power play. Overtime, power play gets killed off. Power play, Oilers killed off. Power play, Palermo, please, killed off. Yes, Collins for no goals since his hat trick in game 1 of round 1. Collins, his 4th of the playoffs from Woodward and Kelman. Shots in 49-47. And now Ellsworth has an eye injury. He's out for 5 days. Bad night to be a penalty killer. Oilers end 4 for 9. We end 3 for 7. And we win 6-5. What a goal from Collins as we win in overtime. But now we have Ellsworth out for 5 days. All right, fine. Kusa plays. Not like he was that much better anyways, Ellsworth. And we'll call up Lindsay to back up because I assume the AHL. Actually, no. No, yeah, fine, Lindsay, whatever. AHL, make sure that's fine for their playoffs. Okay. Come on. There you go. Okay. Game 5. Series tied at 2. Best of 3 headed back to Palermo. What a series. What an all-time thriller between the Portobellos and the Oilers, always seeing each other. Marini, first shot of the night. 7th of the playoffs from McMahon and Lindbergh. Great start. Kusa, we're looking at you. Archer on the power play, but then Korotkov on the power play answers back from Nickel and Marini. Korotkov's 4th. The power play continues to dominate on both sides. Archer, his 2nd of the game and 6th of the playoffs. 2-2 game. Power play, Oilers killed off. 2nd period now. Here we go. Even strength goal. Nickel, his 7th from McMahon and Marini. 3-2 Palermo. Yes, power play killed off. 4th now. Nickel, his 2nd of the period. 8th of the playoffs from Marini and Krupp. 4-2 Palermo. Power play, Oilers killed off. No, sorry. They do score on the power play. As Archer completes the hat trick. All 3 goals from Archer. Power play again killed off. Into the 3rd period, up 4-3. 3 on 24 past Kusa. 5 power plays, 12 minutes in. Was that what it was? Parks scores again for the Oilers. 4-4 game. We're 1 for 7. They're 2 for 6. Final 5 minutes. Will we see overtime? Yes, we will. Overtime yet again. Power play, Palermo killed off. Halfway through the first overtime, over 40 shots each. Power play, Portobellos killed off, and the Oilers win as Harry Archer scores his 4th goal of the game. And we lose 5-4 in overtime. Marini 4 points, Nickel 3 points, and Morrison an upper body injury. The injuries keep coming. Our 3rd injury. The injuries keep coming. Out for a month is Roland Morrison. Heward moves up. That's an easy one. Collins goes to center. And Guthrie comes in. Yes, that's right. Guthrie comes in. 1 for 11 on the power play. I'm going to scream. All right. Power play is going to change now. Heward's going first unit power play. And so is Lindbergh. Lindbergh, Woodward, Heward, Marini, Nickel. Donash, Harris, Krupp, 2 playmakers. Korotkov, Lamb, snipers. 5 forwards. Does that do something? Krotkov. I don't know. Do we need better? Nickel with his 90 defense comes in, I guess, right? Yeah, that's true. We didn't put him back in. Nickel will play there. I guess that's what we can do. All right, here we go. Down 3-2 on the brink of elimination. On the brink of elimination. Game 6 in Edmonton. We have to win and force it to 7. Game 6. Down 3-2. Gentlemen, the stage is yours. Power play early killed off. Power play changes. Pony kill changes. Even strength change with Morrison out in the bottom 6. 2 quick goals. Jenkins his 2nd from Lamb. And then Lamb his 5th from Kelman and Woodward. 2 goals in the final 36 seconds. 24 seconds apart. Wow. That's nuts. Kelman his 2nd from Nickel and Hakanson. Quickly up 3-0 in this game. Already it's the 3rd period. No, Korotkov his 2nd. No, sorry, his 1st. His 5th of the playoffs from Harris and Noam Donash. 4-0 Palermo here in Game 6 in Edmonton. We'll see you back in Palermo for Game 7. Lynn breaks the shutout for Kusa. Old man Jenkins. We'll see you for 7. Krotkov's 6th from Harrison McMahon's 2nd of the game. We will see you back in Bella Italia. Fino alla fine. We're not done until it's over. Heward scores at even strength. Nice up on the 3rd line. That was worth it. His 5th from Jenkins. Did I pause the game? No. All right. Hey, and then I didn't want to exit. I want to see the 3 stars. Whatever. 6-1 win. Marini 19 points in 12 games. Nickel 13 points. Krupp with 13 and 12. Ellsworth is healthy, but I don't think we're going to have him start. Kusa with a great game in Game 6. We're going to have to cross our fingers for him in Game 7. So Ellsworth will back him up. Come on. Yes. Ellsworth will back him up. Okay. Lindsay can go back to the ECHL. And be the starter there. Go to the ECHL. And best lines. Come on. Oh my goodness. So slow. Okay. So we're going to keep the lines exactly as they were. For Game 7, ladies and gentlemen, win or go home. Winner advances to the the Western Conference Final. The Oilers, they've lost in the first or second round so many times at our hands. Can they finally make it to their first conference final since 2041? Or will we make 1, 2, 3, our 4th straight conference final? 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can we make our 6th of the last 7 conference finals? We got this, as Money Joe. That's the motivation we needed. Let's go, gentlemen. Milk for good luck. Thank you. That's what we need. Channel member perks. Get the milk in the chat. All right, Game 7 in Palermo. Here we go. Game 7 in Palermo. Who's this guy? He scores for Edmonton. 1-0 after 20 for the Oilers. Power play goal from Golden. They're 1 for 3. Where's the goal scoring? Power play Palermo killed off. Okay, 3rd period, down 2-0. We got to make some changes. 3rd period, down 2-0. Okay, I'm thinking Lamb will go up. Krotkov will go here. Noam Donash, Lamb, Krupp. Heward, Harris, Jenkins. Heward could move. No, I'm going crazy. Noam Donash, Heward, Krupp, whoever's scoring. Harris, Lamb, Jenkins. Lamb, Harris, Jenkins. Guthrie, Collins, Hwang stays the same. Kelman, Woodward, that stays the same. Do we put up Hakanson? No. Defense stays like that. All right. There you go. Into the final 20 minutes now. Down 2-0. We need a goal to get ourselves some momentum, and then the rest is up to you. We can't even get one as Angela Hillier is trying to post a Game 7 shutout. Push late, boys. Do not go gentle. Push late, boys. Final 2 minutes. And we get shut out in Game 7. Jacob, no, just a little too late, Jacob. As Angela Hillier posts a 37-save shutout in Game 7 to defeat the Portobellos and advance to the conference finals. Oh, my goodness. And now Hjort is healthy. Thanks for nothing. You know what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to look at the points, but we're at close to 3 hours. I'm going to say we'll do one more stream as the wrap-up. We'll look at the awards for this year in next stream, as well as all the franchise records and everything. I'm going to end the stream here after looking at the points, and then we'll do one more wrap-up stream of like an hour because it's at 3 hours now. I'm exhausted. Silvano Marini had 19 points in 13 games. He wanted another Conn Smythe. Nickel had 8 goals and 13 points in 10 games. Krupp, point per game, 13 and 13. Harris had 11. Woodward had 10. Korotkov, 10 with 6 goals. Lamb, 8 in 13. Hjort, point per game, was 7 in 7. Rest in pizza, Palermo. McMahon, 6 assists. Heward, 5 goals, 6 points. Noam Donash, the backseat for the first time in his career, 5 points in 13 playoff games. Lindbergh, Collins, Kelman, Jenkins, all with 4. Huang with 3 in 10. Guthrie, 2 in 8. Hakanson, 2 in 10. Rundqvist, 1 in 9. Morrison, 1 in 11. As Ellsworth goes 6-1 and 2, 897 save percentage and 3.01 goals against average. And Kusa goes 1-2 and 1 with a 906 save percentage and 2.93 goals against average, both allowing more than they should be, above expected. But there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will end the stream there. We'll do one more stream, probably first week of July. We'll look at the awards, wrap up year 20, and then wrap up the entire career mode. So I will end it there. Thanks for being here, everyone. We end off on a sour note, sadly. I guess we could just at least look at, does Edmonton win the Stanley Cup? You can at least just look at that. Who wins the Stanley Cup without advancing to anything more than that? Does Edmonton win the Cup? Let's see. Edmonton, San Jose. And in the East, Buffalo, New Jersey. Of course, all the top goalies. Into June to call it a night. One more long wait of simulation. Oh, yeah. So Edmonton was up 1-0 after game 1. Edmonton and Hillier versus New Jersey and Sulis is my prediction for the Cup final. Bronislavs Sulis. As we sit and wait. And we wait, we wait, we wait like schmucks. All right. Exactly. Edmonton, New Jersey in the Cup final, to no one's surprise. Morrison's healthy. Thanks for nothing. Edmonton up 3-1. So at least we'll say we lost to the eventual Stanley Cup champions. We lost to the Cup champs unless they choke it. Let's see. 3-2, 4-2. Edmonton Oilers win the Stanley Cup. And there you go. All right. So we'll end it off there and we'll be live again in the beginning of July to wrap up this year and then wrap up the series. So thanks for being here, everyone. I know it was a lower amount of people for a long stream for HLM, end of the series. World Cup is playing. It's a weeknight, blah, blah, blah. But thanks for being here. We will be live. Next time we're live is for live draft coverage of the Real World NHL Draft Friday evening. So hope to see you there for that. Much love. Get some rest. I know that I'm about to. Good night, everybody, and talk soon. Buonasera a tutti.